Hello and welcome to a birthday stream I decided to do on a whim.
Happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Yep, 30 seconds. Wow, I'm old.
Yeah. So on this stream, I decided to do something that you suggested me to do back when we did Dark Knight's Metal. So back before, long time ago, sometime back in 2013-ish, and from 2013 to 2019, before I started doing YouTube stuff, I used to do fanfiction stories, crossover stuff, mostly to more or less to get work on my writing, creative writing, and
work on your writing. Get stuff out. Yep.
Yeah, stuff I have mostly not touched most of the thing, but thought I have been looking for an excuse more to talk about those, and I thought this might as well be it. And
I figured I'd be joining in. Others might join if they want, but
yeah, good to have this like some kind of audience to comment on what I used to do instead of doing it alone. Otherwise, I would have done this with OBS.
Yep. Well, before you get started, I'll be right back. I just got to finish one thing was working, and I'll be right back.
Okay, I might as well introduce the. Okay, if you go, I will remove you from file, and let me go to the. Here is my old fanfiction page, fanfiction.net net profile page. I joined back in May 23rd, 2013, and last time I updated this profile was back in 2018, in July 2nd. I wrote about-rallaa 12 stories on Doctor Who, Harry Potter, Gotham, the Fox TV show that had 5 seasons, Batman Begins, Dark Knight, the Nolan Trilogy, Superman, Justice League, Witcher, and Pokémon. More particularly the Superman, Batman, and Justice League, those were pretty much like the the DCEU before DCEU had even kickstarted. Mostly just Man of Steel had come out at this point. And oh damn, it says right. I was a 25-year-old when I did that, and this is me 7 years after it. And I actually still have that 200 pages long Word document to talk about it. Oh yeah, original character that I had created, but can't write. I decided to not do it then, so I decided to start writing favorite characters and with fanfiction was where I decided to do, and I hope to get some good reviews or basic feedback to improve myself in writing that book, and I should probably get back to that at some point. Around this point when I started this and when I wrote this whole thing, Doctor Who and was at we were at Matt Smith's final year as the 11th Doctor, and at that point also the Dark Knight Trilogy was still about a year old, so I decided as a kind of a whim, something of a whim, to start working on that. So if we go down to the actual stories or the story comment, summaries, the first story I wrote was The Dark Knight and the Doctor, which was set during the Dark Knight Rises and Doctor Who Series 7. That was it's basically got a whole thing. Back in 2013, when Dark Knight Rises was still a relatively new movie, year-old movie, if you're being clear, there was the whole incident of how the hell did Batman get out of the... Well, how did Batman get out from the desert after he had managed to climb out from the pit? And then there was the whole, how did he get to Gotham? Well, or how did he get to Gotham as fast as it was implied? Or how long did it take for him to get back there? So for that, I decided to make it so that while he was walking in the desert, blue box materialized in front of him. And there we got the... Oh, that's what it was called. 1,200-year-old 11th Doctor and Clara Oswald, the Invisible Girl, as she was... And here we have a new guest here. Welcome, Tevia. So Tevia, I'm talking about the And on the chat, hello, Kimberly Terasaki.
Hi, Batman.
And Robert is here, is back now.
I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I completely
Yeah,
I forgot to turn off my cam like I said I would. Sorry.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Hi, Pika.
Yeah. So, as I was talking about, these were my old fan fictions that I started doing back in 2013, and I thought, as I said before Robert left briefly, that it was his idea that I should probably cover them and go over some, or look back at these at the very least, and kind of get some closure to this stuff. Some people who made stuff long ago, they have done some. Team 4-Star did the same thing back in like last year when they went over the entire Dragon Ball Z bridge. So
Nice.
I thought I'd do this same thing with my old stuff before I started YouTubing, and it's good to have an audience to go it over, so I can have people commenting about this stuff I used to do.
Yeah. Speaking of fanfiction, I
do everything. Trust me, I understand.
I understand, man. Speaking of fanfiction, I wrote my own fanfiction a long time ago. You can try to find it on his website.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
I got mine still.
Yeah. So like I just said, back in 2013 when I started doing this stuff, Dark Knight Trilogy was still a year-old movie, and it was Matt Smith's final year as the 11th Doctor.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. I Matt Smith Doctor. I think he
something.
Yeah.
So it was something on a whim I decided to do. Start by going with the third act of the Dark Knight Rises and have it be basically set after Series 7, when the Doctor and Clara had managed to get out from the Doctor's time stream. They basically just landed into the desert where Bruce Wayne was walking, having just climbed out of the pit and was on his way to Gotham.
Yeah.
So let's start with that story. Where did the mouse?
Earth 14, Earth 0, Earth 3.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Earths.
Yeah, I had basically done those. So we started with the first story, which was the Dark.
I'm not a fan with what fanfiction.net did with their site.
Why? What they do?
Well, the having to go run through the bot stuff, and I get it. Probably been spammed a lot, but still.
Yeah.
It's probably been years.
Yeah. This was the first. Yeah. Okay. I haven't probably noticed it much since because after I stopped mostly doing it. This was the first cover I did with some rudimentary Photoshop. There's the Series 7 Doctor and Clara kind of cropped there, and Batman fighting Bane. So the story starts like something like this. Okay, it's basically it starts like a basic Doctor Who episode, like told from first person. We have he had walked for what felt like hours, but he wasn't tired. Escaping from the pit had given him strength and willpower to go on, but there was still a problem. He was on the other side of the globe where he had to go, and time was literally running out. Not for him, but for his city. He thought about the vision he had seen in the pit, vision of the late Ra's al Ghul, the taunts he had told him about how he had succeeded in protecting and saving Gotham by a lie. No, he had to he hadn't given into that. He hadn't chosen to stay in the pit and wait for the death at Bane's hands after Gotham would be ashes. He had climbed out of the pit and was now on his way back to Gotham to it from the last back to Gotham. Okay, that's about some. I don't think I did many typos, but maybe the website will just edit some words out here and there. I don't think I did this many typos.
Yeah,
trust me, you never think about that.
Yeah,
and then you come back some years later, and there they are, or are not. He knew he had what he would have to do once he get back. It was all that he had been thinking about during the walk. First, he needed to find Lucius Fox. Fox would get him back into the game and give him the weapons to fight. He also needed allies: Commissioner Gordon, Detective Blake, Miss Kyle. Selina Kyle. She was the woman who had betrayed him. She had led him to Bane's hideout, right under Wayne Enterprise Science Department, where Bane had stolen his armory, where Bane had defeated him, where Bane had broken him. No, he shouldn't have have thought about that now. He needed Miss Kyle. He needed her as an inside woman to get to Fox and hopefully Miranda. Then what was that sound? Then woo, woo, woo. That sound, whatever it was, had brought something impossible right into the desert. A blue police box. And then it goes to the
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
wait,
Matt
wait.
Smith.
Wait. You didn't have the doctor say a line first before you did that? That's usually how they would do for the intro.
Yeah, that would actually probably do, but unfortunately, the first thing we have, doctors, he speaks when he comes out of it. But the intro is over, he comes out, and that's where it goes. Hop. Oh. Okay, the intro is over. Now we get to the doctor stepped out of the TARDIS and looked around at his surroundings with a confused look on his face. He looked at his wristwatch, which was on the other side of his left hand, like on this side, as he kept it there, and the leather-bound wallet in his right hand. This is here. And where is here? Asked the brunette girl, a foot shorter than the doctor, who stepped out of the TARDIS behind the Time Lord. Because it looks like a desert. It is a desert, Clara, the doctor said, turning to his companion. Somewhere in the Middle East, not far from India. And why? And we're here why? Clara asked, looking around herself and then back at the doctor. Not for sights, I guess. The doctor showed her his wallet. I got a message on my psychic paper. These exact geographical coordinates and this exact time. Clara looked at the wallet. And it told to be here now. Why? Who's it from? Doctor shook his head and turned away from his companion. This is just a random place in the planet. There's in the middle of nowhere. There isn't even anyone here. Then I'm here. The doctor and Clara turned at the voice at the speed of surprise. Standing next to the TARDIS, there was a tall man wearing ragged shirt and pants, carrying a satchel bag. His hair was long and beard unshaven, possibly for months now. His eyes, however, were clear and determined, like he was a man on a mission. The doctor's face, which had been confused and irritated a minute ago, turned brighter and happier. Basically, what the doctor usually did. Matt Smith did it a lot.
Yep.
I get it.
Okay. Hello, I'm the doctor, and this is Clara. We're here because we were invited, the Time Lord said, approaching the man, showing his wallet and gestured a handshake. Are you here with that as well? The man looked at the doctor, then at his psychic paper, then Clara, then at the TARDIS, back at the doctor, the psychic paper, and the doctor again. That paper is blank. Is it? The doctor said, looking at it, sighed and put it back to his pocket. Well, judging by the look on your face, I'd say you're a smart man. So, what are you doing here? Trying to get back, the man said, walking past the doctor and stopped to look at the box. Disappeared out of nowhere. What is it? Okay, a snock box, Clara said with a tease, to which doctor responded with a, it's not a snock box. Oh, Najee is here now too.
Hey, Natty.
Hey, guys.
Hey. Oh, and I should probably change the banners now that I did that, and we're going to do this.
I just went to the dentist, so I just went to dentist. I went to TV, so I went to dentist already. So
I hear you.
I hear you.
So how you guys doing today? Just came back.
Not too bad.
Doing good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy birthday, by the way, Pika. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Welcome. Hope you want that birthday gift, in Discord.
Yeah. Okay. I had to read the banner because we're going through this story now. Okay. Thanks, Najee. Thanks for showing up. I had to check back to see the comments. Anything.
Yep. I'll be right back again.
Okay. I'll put you there. Just we'll see if Robert comes back. Okay. Continue from the. Okay, so Clara said that it's Snockbox. The doctor responded with, it's not a Snockbox, it's my TARDIS. A what? The man said with a growl in his voice. A TARDIS, time and relative dimension in space. It's my ship, the doctor said, gaining a scary look from the man. Well, now that the cat is out of the bag, it's a spaceship and a time machine, capable of getting anywhere in time and space. The look. Oh, Ormax has got here now too. Welcome, Ormax.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Hello.
Hey, and okay, I'll turn the banner off so you can be seen better.
This will do for now, since I don't have a PC with me.
Oh,
Yeah, it's okay.
Hey, what's up, man?
hey, well, great to meet you face to face in a matter of speak.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. Hi, Noji.
How you doing?
Likewise, Pika. I'm doing all right.
Doing good.
How are you guys?
Doing good.
Doing good. Doing well. Just chilling. I
Nice.
just went back, but I just went to the dentist, so you know how it is. So yeah, you know how it is. But how you doing today?
Well, I'm doing all right. Just seeing, or most of it, the Twilight of the Gods today. Most of it.
Hello,
Oh,
Yeah.
good for you.
I'm back.
All right,
Hey,
that's cool.
Hey,
Okay.
Robert.
Hey,
Hello.
how you doing?
What's up, Rob?
I'm doing all right. How about you, Robert?
Dealing with work.
Yeah.
Yeah, having to
Okay.
juggle this and work.
Sorry for burdening you with it.
No. It's all right. It's all right. I
Okay.
blame work before I blame you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry. So we're at this point where we're going at the story where now the Doctor and Batman has not exactly introduced himself more. Well, now the cat's out of the bag. Spaceship and time machine. Can you get anywhere in time and space and that look on your face? What is the dude? How did you do that? What? Clara asked, looking back and forth between the man and the Doctor. 10,000 years of traveling, and never have I met anyone who could make me spill the secrets of the TARDIS just by looking at me angrily. So basically, okay, this is still the Nolan-verse Batman, who by being just Bruce Wayne after having climbed out of the pit, having just looked at the Doctor in a Batman skull ways, and he just made the Doctor spill out what the TARDIS is, just like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and this was something this first chapter is just something I just wrote on a whim back in the day.
Yeah. By the way,
That's how a lot of fan fictions like mine started.
by the way, I found my fan fiction. If you want to check it out, like mainly in the.
I saw that. I'll open a different window tab and okay, and bookmarked. Okay, thanks. I'll read it at some point.
Yeah,
So
I'm just looking
basically-
up. I gotta say, just want to say that I'm looking back over mine. I am cringing at so many of them. Just like,
Yeah, I only wrote one, and honestly, it's not my best work, but it was.
Oh,
during
I
time.
started a bunch. There's a bunch here I started and never finished.
Yeah.
Oh.
I only wrote one fan fiction. That was Spider-Man upon every character against the British Spider-Man.
Mhm.
It was a less job.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then there's the whole thing. He says, "You said you were the Doctor," and yeah, here we get the Doctor Who, and all that was able to do was make the Doctor grin out in joy. That never gets old. He lost the man looked at Clara in confusion. Okay, I think Clara said this. Yeah, he can be weird. The Doctor, the Time Lord says, shaking the man's hand. Just the Doctor. That's all I have, and you can get. Now, what do we call you? Okay, so you said this thing and then can get anywhere. The man said, ignoring the Doctor's question and turning into a TARDIS. Take me to Gotham City in New Jersey, America, and I'll tell you my name. Clara pulled the Doctor away from the. We are not really taking this man inside the TARDIS. Why not? Well, he's scary for one, and I don't think that not telling my name is a sign of good nature. No offense. Clara, we got orders from the psychic paper to come here, and all we found was him. Aren't you curious? Yeah,
Okay.
well.
May I ask you a question? Where does the whole idea of the orders from the psychic paper come from? I do not recall the Doctor ever having that.
I don't think that's also either a thing, but I think
Maybe in a class.
I think there was also some case where the Doctor could send messages to himself. I don't remember if that's a thing, but I think I did it.
Yeah.
Did it at some.
That makes more sense.
I have my own view about them. I don't do maybe in Classic Who era.
No, Classic Who never did that. They never did that. That's why I was confused, because I've watched both eras, Tavia, so that's why I confused. I'm like, ugh.
I only know the new era. I don't watch Classic era, so.
All right, yeah, trust me.
I
Yeah.
don't know all the Doctor Who.
So-
Again, not saying it's bad. It was just why I was confused. That's why I was like, huh?
Yeah. Well, then the doctor said, I'd like to know. Then Clara says that. Well, I'd like to know who were taken to the TARDIS and why. The doctor looked at the impossible girl, who had died twice, and he had found her again. Clara was someone who had wanted to know who she was also, so she was making a point. Well, if she didn't know it, the doctor nodded and turned.
I'll be back in a moment. Hold on.
Okay. What? Oh, I had to go.
I'll be back in a moment. Hold on.
Okay. You can just catch up when in the as it goes on a Veilog form. So they make the demand your full name now, and I open the doors. The man looked at the two like he was thinking, eventually nodded, and Bruce Wayne. And that's the first thing this is something I wrote on one go. I remember I had it just written to create the profile, had a text there, and just the whole thing there that way.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. And that was what did I write in the author's notes? Introductions between time travelers and the Dark Knight himself. Made this as long and stretched as I could, so it would seem like a real characters not go on too fast. Some stories have been ruined because of that. The Doctor and Clara have the reason to be there. Bruce Wayne was a mysterious stranger they met. Could have been like a good start. Well, that's where I pretty much write some of the feedback and move on. Okay, this was 9 chapters long. Let's try to go through this chapter by chapter and then see at the end of the chapter you can comment.
Okay.
Depending on if you won't be get pulled away. Okay. Okay. Second chapter is a flux in time, or I don't remember what was. Okay, let's see what I wrote here. Okay, Bruce Wayne stepped inside the TARDIS and stood at the doorstep for a while. What he saw wasn't what he had expected. After seeing it materialize of thin air, he didn't expect it to be something else than a simply inside of a box. But still, the space of the interior, it's bigger on the inside. Yes, it is, the doctor said, happily coming back after Bruce and put his arm around his neck like an old friend. And this is my other favorite thing, when people see it and say those exact words. And what kind of a doctor are you? Bruce asked as the doctor walked towards a console and in the middle of the room that was too big to fit inside a small box. The kind that is an alien and has 2 hearts was his answer. Before Bruce could ask any following questions, the doctor turned back at him and started asking his own. Bruce Wayne, billionaire playboy who was declared dead less than 5 months ago during the Gotham invasion. What are you doing here, and where were you told to come here? And where were you told to come? Oh, okay. I don't think about how did I write it like that. Okay, Clara asks, what invasion? My birth. Was it September 19th in the movie? Or did it just make it my birthday for some other reason?
Wait, when did Dark Knight come out? You know what? I need to check. It came out in 2012.
Yeah, it came in 2012, and I wrote this in 2013.
I wrote mine in 2016.
Or maybe I did something like the Batman Begins came out in 2005. The Dark Knight was set about 6 months late. Okay, Ormax is back.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. Okay. Dark Knight was set 16, like a year or 60 or 18 months after it. So it would have been 2006 and a half. Yeah. And the Dark Knight Rises was said to be 8 years after the Dark Knight. So 2006 plus 8 is 2012. Or 2014. So it's that kind of timeline. It goes through like that.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. That works.
Yeah, okay. Okay. During the Super Bowl match played in Gotham, the city was attacked by an unknown terrorist organization led by the mercenary known only by the name Payne. The doctor explained, amazing Bruce with his knowledge. The tone in his voice wasn't just wise, but also like Bruce had done something wrong with his presence. They had a nuclear device to scare people, blew up the bridges to keep others away, and trapped every police officer in the sewers. They also had sensitive information to cause enough riots, during which people, some of at the very least, joined Bane's army, and the lower class turned to the upper class. Bruce Wayne was listed among the dead. And then I wasn't there, Bruce said, causing the Doctor to take a few steps back. You said this is a time machine, which makes you so time travelers. So that knowledge you have is probably from some historical records. Yes, they are, the Doctor nodded with an annoyed look. Apparently not very accurate ones. Didn't I tell River they're not reliable? Yeah, that's a River song. Yeah, River song mentioned there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I remember her.
No, duh. How can you forget River's song? Alex Kingston.
If
you were in Gotham, what were you doing?
You're
here?
back again.
Okay, Robert is off. Okay, Robert comes back when he comes back, and Ormax, you can take Robert's place.
All right. I thought there was an internet connection problem.
Seem to be.
Okay.
So they're going over the Dark Knight and how Bruce Wayne is found in the desert. Okay. Bruce walked towards the console and walked around it. As he thought what to say, the Doctor and Clara were watching him. The Doctor, in particular, had that kind of look on his face that could have caused a normal person to get nervous, but Bruce was not a normal person. The nuclear device was originally a fusion reactor my company had built. Bane stole it and turned it into a bomb. He also stole a lot of more devices and weapons from this applied science department. Not only that, he caused a stock exchange fraud to steal my money and bankrupt Wayne Enterprises, resulting to possibly to cut all ties to the reactor. I don't know what happened to the board of directors, but I was brought here. To wander through the desert, Clara asked, bewildered. Why not just kill you? You could. Okay. This is something I don't think Clara was. I don't think this was some sort of Flander because the character was only introduced that year.
Yeah, she was introduced in series
7.
I don't know the
second
numbers.
half, series 7.
Half series 7, yeah.
About
After
2
10
months before I wrote this, or actually it was a Christmas special. And the one episode with Amy and Rory in 2012 in that first half.
Yeah, when they were going to get married.
Yeah. Okay, so Bruce continues telling them that Bane threw him into an underground prison to wait until Gotham was ashes. Bruce said, and that was what he said, and only that one he would give me the permission to die. It took me this long to gather strength and climb out. Okay, Robert is back.
Yeah. I was waiting. What were you guys talking about? I was trying to say something. Who are you talking about?
We were talking about Clara.
Yeah, because Clara was introduced about a month or two. Okay, this version of Clara was introduced about 2 months before I wrote this, or a month before.
Not counting the Victorian one or the Dalek one.
Not those. So because Clara gets that why not just kill you? I don't think that Clara would have asked this question.
Can I be honest? I always prefer the Victorian Clara.
Yeah,
Clara so confused me because
David, they explained in an episode. Those were all splinters of her.
They did, but the way they explained it confused me more because
how
is she a splinter in time? It did more.
Because it's Doctor Who logic, all right? Sure. Basically, this whole notion of, she could splinter herself into different points that interact with the Doctor in different important parts of his history.
True.
Yeah.
And the main villain of that story was...
Oh, that was a long-established villain. What was his name?
Great Intelligence.
The Great Intelligence, yeah.
Yeah, that guy, I didn't know who he was when I first saw that episode.
Well, again, he's a long-established Doctor Who villain who hadn't been used in a while.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Okay, so basically they told the whole. They go back and forth explaining about Bruce's situation, and then there's the whole. And then they'll talk about now you're going to go back. Clara said, somewhat worried and impressed tone. What makes you think you can or even should go against them? And Bruce said that they did it by using weapons they stole from me. Bruce said with a growl in his voice, which the Doctor noticed being out of character. I can't stand and watch them destroy Gotham using my company's designs. Clara asks Doctor, how did or does the invasion end? And the Doctor says, that doesn't matter anymore. Okay, Bruce and Clara look at the Doctor, who has a firm look on his face. To Bruce, it was strange, for he had seen him initially as a happy person without a care in the world. Now he looked like someone whose favorite toy had been broken.
Oh, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me. You know what? It's been a scene from Matt Smith's Doctor that always will stick out for me.
Yeah.
Was when they're on the that old western town.
Oh yeah, I love that story.
That one, the whole. See, this is what happens when you travel alone for too long. Because that shows that the Doctor has reached a point where a lot of his smiles is not legit.
Yeah, it's just an act.
I wouldn't say an act, is that he forces himself. He Stepford Smilers his way through things.
So, but he's been through a lot of stuff. He's been through a lot.
Now, I do feel the current Doctor has gone through it all. He's now passed a lot of it.
Yeah, past the trauma of the war.
Probably to catch up at some point.
Yep.
Okay, anyway. So they ask. Okay, now they ask, why doesn't it matter? The Doctor walked towards Batman and pointed a finger at him. Your very presence here contradicts the known history, meaning that time is in a flux when it comes to Gotham invasion. It could end any possible way, good way, bad way, not so bad way, or just in a catastrophe. Then take me to Gotham so I can say it, Bruce said in a growl. The Doctor looked at Bruce in the eyes like he had been looking at something from them. Then he exchanged glances with Clara before going to the console and started to turn the switches on it. And console started to do the family verification. The Doctor said, oh, so Gotham then, any place particular. Okay, I hear the notes after that. Okay, I had the whole plot of the Avenger at my head at the time, and it could go. I was basically writing it as I was going, apparently. And okay, here's the timeline thing. Yeah, like I said, Batman Begins happened in the fall of 2008 when it came out. Dark Knight happened in 2006 because it was a year. They said it about a year before. Because the Joker said, let's wind the clocks back a year and before, because or something like that. And Dark Knight Rises was said to be 8 years later. So yeah, that's why it fell to fall 2014.
Sorry, I'm just tired.
Yeah, and so the Doctor Who was happening in 2013 at the point. So that is future from Clara's point of view. That's why it's kind of in a flux from their point of view, because it's in the future that they can still rewrite somehow from as they understand it, as she and the Doctor understand it. Gathering allies in the next chapter. Okay, taas.
You're back again.
Okay. Anyone else want to say something?
Well, I could have said something, but I haven't seen Doctor Who, so I don't have a full opinion on this matter, sadly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Sorry with that. Okay, starting with the next chapter, which 1938 Kane Street penthouse. That's probably said to be the official the DC Comics universe address for Wayne Enterprises.
Yeah.
Or the building where Bruce has the penthouse.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce walked to the doors, looking at the window. He noticed one of them had been cracked before focusing what was on the outside. There wasn't anything to be seen. How am I supposed to see out? Who says that? Oh, they're talking about the TARDIS windows. Doctor snapped his fingers and the doors opened. Before going outside, Bruce gave a scary look and nodded as a thank you. Clara found this old last she has heard of Bruce Wayne was some years ago where her mother had died and a picture on the media had been given about nothing like this man. Okay, yeah, because Clara's mother also died around back in 2005 according to the gravestone in this version's debut episode.
Question, how did Cardinal die? Again,
no idea. They never actually explained it.
Oh. We forgot about that.
Okay. Maybe I'll speed this up a little about maybe more about describing what happens instead of just reading through it. Otherwise, we'll be here all day.
And
Okay, so
okay.
Clara asks here about what the invasion means, and the Doctor explains it something of a the Doctor Who fans call them fixed points, but after Across the Spider-Verse came out, they're more accurately called canon events. So it's a canon event, basically the whole invasion that happened in Dark Knight Rises, and so should everything that happens during it. So Bruce Wayne should be dead, but he's alive, and they don't know how because they don't know he's Batman. That was never a public knowledge.
Yeah.
So they follow. So they follow him outside. They don't know anything. And what do we say? They go outside, and they're at the penthouse that Bruce lived during Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Before he went back to the mansion in that. Okay. So there he's basically. It's described that he threw the rags he had away and went to fix himself up, as he was seen in the Dark Knight Rises. And Doctor comments about it like important to look clean and jotain. Going to somewhere important need to look important, or when he knows River is coming. Okay, another River song reference. The Doctor walked to the window and looked outside. The scenery was describing what Gotham looked like during Bane's invasion of it during Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
And Clara comments about it being in her future. And everyone is hiding from the street patrols that Bane and the League of Shadows were doing. Tank cars, aka the other Tumbler Batmobiles.
The tumblers.
Yeah. At least those people who have a place to hide from them, upper class has been taken from their homes, wonder where they have been raided. Bruce penthouse probably was secured better, so it wasn't raided. Okay, that's Bruce coming back from having cleaned up, and okay, what is that? Okay, they see the Batman's upper body covered with scars. That kind of some scenes were there. Some are from there, and those. Okay, the Doctor recognizes some Batman wounds that are old from when he was there. And okay, but that's probably from when Two-Face shot him at the end of Dark Knight.
Oh yeah, it did happen. Yeah. It's kind of scary. We never got to see more Two-Face in Nolan movies.
Yeah. No, these means also that off. Okay, that basically this is just them talking about whole thing about presence not being in the history books, and if Bruce Wayne's alive, Gotham's invasion outcome contrast to its beginning process, and so it's in flux, and it's not a fixed point that can happen in a specific way, and if the city gets blown up, they can go back in time, and it. Okay, what is it? Okay.
Wait, but I thought you can't change fixed point in time, Doctor.
No, it's I think I wrote it so that it should have been a canon event that you can't change. But because the history book said that Bruce Wayne had died and he's still now alive here, he should. That's a contradiction, and they can affect to it and not just ignore and let it happen. It's basically not a volcano day when they basically let Mount when the
Nagi's back.
Oh,
You
sorry,
know,
you were muted, so I thought you were off.
No, I was still here, but I was doing something else on the multitasking. Multitasking. Sorry, man.
Okay. Anyway, they decided to. Okay, so they decided to. Okay, this whole thing is probably gonna be the third act of Dark Knight Rises. Let's give it. This is where. Okay, this whole scene is basically them walking on the streets and basically leading up to the scene where Bruce where they find Anne Hathaway, Selina, and recruit her to work for him. And that's pretty much this scene. And okay, what did I brought here? Okay, that's the author's notes here say pretty much by declaration of everything that happened Doctor Who series 1 through 7 happened in the Nolan verse, and some events were erased with the cracks of time, and Bruce spent most of the time isolated in the Wayne Manor between Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises.
Cracks in time. Wait, why is not familiar? Oh yeah, that remember. It during series 7, I think, when we.
Yeah, series 7 is the one where this is supposed to be happening now, right? Before the 50th anniversary happened in later this same year.
Yeah, because Doctor and not Claw, it was Rose, I think. No, not Rose. Emily Pond, my bad, shit, Emily Pond.
Amy has pretty much already gone back in time, and that has already happened.
Yes.
Okay, and this is probably the same scenes told from different points of view.
Okay.
Okay, this is the same scene, the previous scene now from Catwoman's point of view, where Bruce then eventually comes to her and then introduces her to Doctor and Clara, and they say that they need to get Lucius Fox. And okay, but let me see. Okay, tell about the whole thing about Miranda Tate's character. Everyone who has seen Dark Knight Rises should know who that character is.
Yeah.
So, and then there's the whole let me go through this. They get Lucius out, and he helps them defuse the bomb. Then they save the cops. Their number will be enough to give an army against Bane. And Clara asks that they will listen to him. Then he says no, but they will listen to Batman.
Yep.
Okay, and then again, the same movie scenes from the movie with Lucius's point of view. Bruce got himself caught, like in Dark Knight Rises. He reunites with Lucius and Miranda. And then Catwoman shows up, and they pull them both out. And okay, Doctor does the whole "look at me, I'm a target." With Clara does it, and Doctor does a thing, or with the Sonic driver, and then they. While they use that as a distraction, Catwoman does what she did in the movie, and then that leads to where did it go next to? The Doctor fanboys around Lucius, as they're both basically technical inventors or something. Okay, and that. Okay, and then they'll take it to TARDIS again, and then we get more on bigger on the inside stuff. And that's where they go to the bunker, and Bruce finally suits up as Batman. Okay, this is my. I remember writing when I was writing this that 5 chapters in, and I finally got to write Batman in this.
Yeah.
Okay, now Batman. Yep. Okay,
sorry, but I never figured out how to do that with the chapter thing. I never figured out how to do that when I did on my fanfiction. I can't figure out how to do that too with the chapter part, listening cops and other stuff.
I did it with chapters mostly because it's a long thing, and it's better to have like breathers. And when I wrote the things, I could also feel that this is starting to get a little too long, and people might get tired or bored of reading this if it's too dry, and if I haven't written this as well as I could have.
No, I get that, and I respect that, bro. But the chapter thing, I can't figure out how to do it with my fanfiction. I couldn't get that chapter to work on my.
Okay, I don't remember how much, but it was just submit a new word file in there, and have it be published as a new installment or episode or so on and so on.
That's how you did it, huh? I think I do that. Interesting. Carry on.
Okay, more stuff that eventually leads to the whole. Okay, that's the scene with Commissioner Gordon when they Scarecrow doing the whole mock trial on Gordon and his death by exile.
All right.
And then here we get to Gordon's point of view. Batman saves him from the ice, with Doctor also in the place, and oh, here's the whole thing about. They ask Gordon asks who the doctor is, and Batman answers, he's the man who made the eye strong enough for us to be standing on it, because the whole thing about in the movie was that the ice could break when you walk on it, but then in the movie Batman and Gordon, they were walking like it was too strong. So I decided to make it so that they had the doctor do something and to make the ice stronger enough for them to stand on it. Or maybe it could have been like that because it was night, it's colder at night, and that's how it was probably stronger.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And that's actually now I realized I copied the dialogue from the movie back then. And
Nice.
Batman asks, where's Miranda Tate? She's exactly where you left her as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. But he doesn't know that Miranda Tate is Talia.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then he gives the detonators. The Lucius gave Batman some kind of gadget that blocks the detonator signal for when they find the bomb, and then they go to do whatever they do. And they had Batman wasn't the one who did all blow darts to knock out Bane's men. Had Doctor and Clara do it, or does Clara do it? Okay, and here's the Blake's point of view. Pretty much the same thing.
Wait, whose point of view?
Says, yeah, Blake's point of view. It
Blake,
was John Blake, the Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character.
The cop killer.
Oh, right, I remember him. Yeah.
Clearly Robin.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah, they did the same thing where he saves him from being assassinated, gives him a count to 10 and throws, it just spews, and then, hey, no offense, but you got something bigger on that belt. And then it comes with the not bat plane, but just the bat, and the tunnel opens and release the police.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Then the doctor runs and the welcome back, good to see you, enjoy your freedom, and so on and so on. And getting the cops out, and Batman says he leads the assault on Bane, and it gives Blake the mission to get everyone out, and it gave him an army, and so on and so on. And okay, Catwoman's point of view again. Okay, he probably gives the Batport to her to use, and that's before the whole thing. And then there's the bike that the Doctor had in the second half of Series 3. Okay, and this is the part where the whole fighting climax happened. Catwoman, but this is being just narrating the movie on itself. Most of Gotham's police force gathers in front of City Hall. They're about to go there, and they go there. They open fire, and this was I think this was something I was trying to do. That why did the police run against Bane's people when they could have been shot? So there was that one. I think it was the Son Taran's episode where the Doctor's sonic screwdriver was used to, or the Son Tarans were able to use some technology to thin out the gun barrel so that guns don't work. So that was something of a justification for why the whole fight happened with.
I haven't opinion about. Sorry.
It was a physical confrontation instead of no one just using their guns to shoot everyone. It was cops versus Bane's men, and that went to that.
Here's the thing, I don't feel about them. I don't feel maybe it caused confusion because these guns it won't work. I don't know. I don't remember. Again, it's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Yeah, that was something that when most people. I remember it was something that some critic reviewers. I think the Honest trailers were about somewhat new around this point, and
yeah, they were.
The Dark Knight Rise was one of the reviews they did, and they just clipped something from Red Letter Media where they just questioned why doesn't anyone use guns.
Honestly, at the time, I enjoyed the movie for it was. I didn't question about it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Gordon is going through looking for the bomb. Catwoman is doing something else, and okay, this then leads to this is before Batman shows up. There's the Doctor confronts Bane, and like, I suppose that telling you this to stop this revolution wouldn't work. And then Bane goes, This city has lived past its time. Bane said, trying to grab a hold of the doctor, but Dr. Hughes says something, but your politics won't work. What's up? What's happening? I am the city's reckoning. And the doctor said, and I am the oncoming storm. The doctor said, pointing his finger behind Bane, and I brought him back. And that's about a rewritten version of how Batman shows up to Bane. It's instead of just walking around like, and then just coming across in the middle of the confusion. I think that was me trying to do something of a little more, more stylish and whatever it was.
More dramatic?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I like that one better.
Yeah. And then we get to the, so you came back to die with your city.
No.
I came back to stop you.
No.
Okay. Maybe that dialogue could have been somewhat better, but otherwise it's...
Yeah.
Okay, Gordon looks for the bombs, where the bomb is in the trucks, and Blake is going getting his people on the bus, and they keep their eyes open, and they question if Batman is... Those orphan boys ask if Batman is back, and they say, keep your eyes open. Okay, fighting. This is the same thing that was... Your time, something. Fight until they get to the... Get into the front of the city hall, they fight them back, and then we get to the point where they get in, Batman throws Miranda the shotgun, and then it comes to the, where's the trigger? Where is it?
No,
where's the trigger? I kept his voice.
Yeah, Batman picked him up and pushed against the reception desk with the doctor searching the trigger from Bane's pockets. You would never give it to ordinary citizen. Where is it? And then so on. And yeah, tell me where the trigger is, then I give you my permission to die. And okay, doctor.
I broke you.
It comes. It comes in here around next. Okay, but I added something. Doctor saying, "Tell us now," or he used Gallifreyan mind hook and leave him catatonic. Like that's something. Yeah, something the doctor has done with this, because I don't know if that's actual thing, but in some episodes he just grabbed someone with two hands and did some psychic attacks on him. I don't think he used that very much, but there was enough that it had some kind of impact in some episode or not. Okay, here comes the, I broke you. How did you come back? And then, do you think you're the only one who had the strength to escape? Where's the trigger? And then, but I never escaped, Bane said, and Batman says, but the child of Ra's al Ghul will decline. And then it's but he's not the child of Ra's al Ghul. And then Miranda is now revealed as Talia. Yeah. And not an ordinary, but she's a citizen and she has the trigger. And okay, was this Gordon found the bomb and had the disruptor to Gordon did his job in this small section here. And this is again the
why.
Yeah, mission is the why, and Miranda is now Talia, and okay, the doctor is held somewhat in who is holding? Okay, let's go back. What actually happened here? Doctor turned to see Miranda behind Batman. She had quickly pushed the knife on Batman's armor, protected blades, felt the pain. The doctor tried to stop, but okay, Barsad, that was that Bane's henchman with who was probably supposed to be could have been Bird.
Yeah.
That Bane's henchman who was could have been Bird. That henchman. So that guy is holding the doctor on his place or something. And Talia Ketan now says that she climbed out of the pit, found Raj, brought to make the exact vengeance, and so on. League took them in. Raj couldn't accept Bane, and he was whatever had happened. Could not forgive her father until Batman murdered him by refusing to save his life from the.
Technically, he didn't kill him.
I don't know if that counts as a kill, like letting someone die.
It probably counts as manslaughter because it's basically you could probably just let someone die or kill someone by doing nothing.
But Ra's al Ghul said, like, screw it, I'm gonna die anyway, so I'll just die.
Yeah, but Talia wasn't there to understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OG original Roddy picks. This was a
Yeah, and Batman's trying to justify that he was trying to kill millions of innocent people. Innocent is a strong word to throw around Gotham, and Talia honors his father's work by her father by doing that. Vengeance against man who killed him, a simple rebirth of patience, and slow knife that takes time. Knife waits years without forgetting that slips between bones and cuts there. Batman begs help, and okay, they got the detonator, but thanks to Gordon, it doesn't blow up. And then I gave the doctor this line that it appears your knife was too slow. The doctor said a taunting, chipper voice. Talia finally turned her attention to the Time Lord, realized Batman hadn't come alone. Asks about Doctor. Doctor says, I'm the Doctor. Time Lord from Gallifrey, planet Gallifrey, oncoming storm, predator of the Daleks. You do not want me as your enemy. Okay, basically says something. It's boasting without that makes him kind of look like someone that don't pay.
I'll be back in a moment. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can watch this later. Okay, just you and me, Devia, now. And Najee. Okay, then the convoy's been attacked, and they realize it's Gordon, and then they go after Gordon. And they say, keep Batman alive. And they barge us about the Doctor. A friend of my enemy is my enemy. And then Doctor says, you don't want me as your enemy, and Talia doesn't bother with it. And she then says goodbye to Bane, and okay, Clara is outside with the Doctor's motorcycle that can climb buildings. Sees Talia leave with Parson on the desk.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, wasn't much. Talia. Oh, hey, Jay Heat.
Hey, Jay.
What's up? Been a long time.
Oh,
hey,
Jay Heat is...
happy birthday, Pika. How's it hanging?
What's up?
Yeah, we're going through my old fan fiction, the retelling of Dark Knight Rises with Doctor Who.
What's up, Jay? How you doing?
What's up, Najee? How's it going?
There we go.
Dude, listen,
Wait, Tevi, are you using 2 devices?
No, routine.
Oh,
I guess you're talking about me.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
oh yeah.
No, all good.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay. Jay Heat up to speed. This has been the Dark Knight Rises third act with the 11th Doctor and his Clara companion as the as interlopers helping to go over some whatever they are plot point, and I saw as plot holes back in 2013. Okay, it's now comes the point where Talia has revealed herself, left Doctor and Batman in the city hall while she goes after the bombs. Yeah, and this is more of the. Now this is gonna be more of the where the Doctor does a psychic attack on Bane when he gets the idea or okay, Gordon did his mission, and now he sees Talia's trucks and Clara on the bike coming after on pursuing the truck he's on. Let me see. Talia had left. Batman and Doctor were tied, and Bane was guarding them with a shotgun. Batman was struggling to stay conscious, but had been stabbed and was bleeding out. The Doctor was unnoticed, trying to lose his binds by using techniques he was taught by Harry Houdini. And Bane is now going to you just have to imagine the fire. But Doctor gets freed before Catwoman shows up and does the psychic attack by putting both of his hands on Bane's head, and then we get some visions, because Batman also sees what the Doctor makes Bane see. Basically, this first vision is the final scene with Amy and Rory from Batman's point of view, as he's just basically seeing them like Harry Potter in a pencil looking at someone's memories.
Yeah.
Or actually, hold on. Hybrid. Batman is a hybrid or something as a. Basically it's a kind of a two-faced Doctor or a Doctor that's half with this Doctor and half with this Bane. Basically, the Doctor is making Bane experience his memories and the pain he had felt through these events. And Batman is basically the third party witnessing it.
Okay.
It's a scene where Amy and Rory were the last time, and a weeping angel shows up. Rory gets sent to the past. Amy yells the doctor and River from the TARDIS, and then Amy lets herself be taken, and the doctor feels sad.
Okay.
That scene, and then they see the gravestone of Amy and Rory. In loving memory, Rory Arthur Williams and loving wife Amelia Williams. And kind of strange how that the gravestone didn't show when they died, just how old they were when they died.
Yeah.
Yeah, and come along, Bond, please. Raggedy Man, goodbye, and then go to second division. That's the episode that Neil Gaiman wrote for Doctor Who. It was the Doctor's wife, where the TARDIS was given some human form.
TARDIS had a human form?
Yeah, because it's a living machine kind of thing. So the essence that is living was put into a
human
into a person.
Wait, it did have
No, this was still in Matt Smith's run.
Yeah, I did that episode.
Yeah, third division was this is Donna's goodbye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but then this was undone when the new season came when they made the 15th Doctor be David Tennant again, and then they brought Catherine Tate back, and this is basically the same. That's goodbye.
Would you? Oh yeah, sure.
And that's when they say goodbye. And the fourth vision is okay. This is because this is from Batman's point of view. This is River Song's death scene.
Oh
this is where David Tennant is now as the Doctor.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, was also in this scene, but this is also Batman recognizes River as Melody because in the Amy and Rory's final scene, Amy called River Melody because as how they had named her. So Batman, she was never called River in Batman's perspective, so he just knows her as Melody. So this is just the time can be rewritten, not those times, not one line, don't you dare, and it's okay, it's not over for you. You'll see me again. You have all that to come, and you and me, time and space, and watch them run. And then this is the only time Batman sees when the 10th Doctor calls River as River. And spoilers and so on. Okay, and now and then wakes up. And Catwoman shows up, shoots Bane while he is going through experiencing the Doctor's memories, and then they get the. Actually, this is also something. Batman was stabbed. This is something. Okay, or what?
Yeah, Bane did die from getting shot in the film, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah. Basically, he was going. Yeah, so I made it in here that he was experiencing the Doctor's memories, and while that was happening, Catwoman showed up and.
Yeah. No, the Bane.
I guess it's kind of a lame ending for Bane.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I made it better or worse.
I mean,
and then when Catwoman showed up, there's another part where the Doctor acknowledges that Batman got stabbed, and he would have been bleeding. So they used some of those nanogenes from what was that? Some previous episode when they were in the year 5 billion when they were at the hospital. They got nanogenes and healed Batman's stab wound. So. I don't remember how it should have ended, made fun of the movie by making it look like I remember that Batman lost consciousness while he was trying to drag the bomb and connect it to not bat plane or bat wing, but to the bat and fly it away. But so I had the doctor actually heal him from his stab wound.
Sure.
And then both Batman and Doctor fly, both board the bat to fly on it as Catwoman goes with the bat pod. Oh, I know. Let's see what my okay. In the notes, I asked if did I do the right thing by killing Bane like this. It's pretty much the same thing as in the movie, but the Doctor did also some damage to his mind, even if he did survive from being shot. He would have been in a catatonic or comatose state from feeling the mental pain the Doctor made him experience. And yeah. Okay, and then 11 minutes is okay, because 11th Doctor and 11 minutes.
Yeah.
So this is basically the whole thing that they, again, the scenes from the movie when they get to the there. Okay, Detective Blake is trying to get the people out of Gotham, and they go after the whole. Okay, they fly on the bat, and okay, the Doctor takes some loudspeaker on the bat, hacks into it, and goes, "My companions are under my okay, well. Okay, Talia tried to shoot at Clara as if Clara was riding on the next along with Catwoman. She was trying to attack them, and the Doctor went there. The Doctor yells from the loudspeaker that the companions are under his protection and told him not to. Jay Heat, you're showing us two people here.
Jay, you here?
Hey, you still here? What's up?
Yeah, Jay Heat is shown us two on the.
Okay.
That's weird.
Okay.
Yes, into it. It's very surprising.
Okay, well, okay, it goes like it goes. Super. Bunkers, Vision, Gorgo does whatever he does, and okay, movie scene goes. The bridge is blown up to keep people from leaving, and okay, less than 10 minutes. Okay, 11 minutes going down. They fly to the bridge, fly after the bomb, and they shoot down. And Blake scene again. Okay, ground level spared. Okay, they did something with the game. Okay, there was the whole thing about. I remember I think there was in the movie where they had the bat. They shot some missiles at the bat, and they had to do some. Batman had to do some evasive maneuvers and get the missiles to hit some buildings instead of.
Well, they wanted with civilians. It was fine. I think. Who knows?
Okay, there were some evasive maneuvers. Doctor did see them there and there, and okay, whatever they do, now we get to that spot where they stop the truck. Talia dies of a broken neck, and she says whatever. Okay, there is no way the bomb will be stopped. Prepare yourselves that the father's work is done, and Talia dies. And then the Doctor, we get
death ever.
Yeah.
It's like the reactor.
Yeah. And then imagine Matt Smith go do this all. I'm stupid. I'm old and I'm stupid. And then what? And the Doctor says, I'm sorry, I was wrong. The invasion was only a part of the canon event. It was the bomb all along. What do you mean? When the bomb explodes, it will be witnessed by the whole world, the Doctor says apologetically with his face looking at the ground. Everyone outside the blast radius will see the mushroom cloud, take pictures of it and share them. Every satellite that has monitored this city for the last months will record it happen. Just like Pompeii, it will be remembered for centuries and millennia after millennia in the future. That is why they couldn't get the truck to turn to the reactor. That is why they were stopped at the city hall, all because the universe had to have its canon event happen. Yeah, so basically it was the bomb had to blow up every time.
Yeah.
So, but then Batman decides to tie a cable to it and fly get it over the bay. And even if it has to explode, it doesn't have to happen in the city. And then Doctor goes, of course, didn't realize that. We could just set it to fly over the water and eject, and no autopilot.
Yeah.
So Batman just flies into and all the return one from Doctor's face left, and you could Catwoman, Batman scene with them kiss goodbye, and Batman says thank you to the Doctor and Clara, and thank you for having brought him back to Gotham to try save it. And then we get this Gordon, I never cared who you were, and you were right. But shouldn't the people know the hero who saved them? And then a hero can be anyone, even a man who doing something as simple and reassuring as putting a coat on the young boy's shoulders to let him know the world hasn't ended. And then he gets the idea of Bruce Wayne, and the Doctor tells Gordon that you were his hero, and then it's too heavy and can't lift it. I added something, the Doctor doing something to help lift the bomb, because the Bat didn't have enough energy to lift it until they were at the Earth's there. Okay. Blake scene, they see it, and everyone heads down. This is it. No, that's Batman. And then the scene where he flies the whole over, and then Batman flies it there. Everyone sees it happen, and canon event has happened.
Yeah.
And then there was actually something. I didn't write this part originally. This was something I added later. Because another thing that some people have brought up from the end of Dark Knight Rises is that fallout radiation from the bomb.
Wait, but the bomb wasn't nuclear. It wasn't a nuclear bomb.
Or I don't know. I don't know if even if it wasn't, there was could have been something in it or something. There was the Doctor did something to put something to protect the West Coast or something to. So that or eat the radiation somehow or some way or whatever it is. Okay, final chapter is more of the epilogue that leads to the next story. Okay, Gordon reads this eulogy at Bruce Wayne's funeral, and we have the funeral scene. Alfred has I'm so sorry, I failed you. You trusted me and I failed you. And they were there to they thought, Clara is instead of Gordon is about killing the Force for some reason. I don't know why. And in just...
Sorry, I mean, we changed.
Okay, no, sorry. Clara heard Gordon ask Blake. Okay, apparently, I read it like that. Oh, and this was some speech I wrote. Something that Doctor gave some eulogy at when they revealed that Batman statue at the City Hall. And Devia is off and Najee is off. Okay, just you and me now.
Yeah.
Wait, guys, I'm sorry.
Oh, Najee, you're still here.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
This is the final scene that then leads to the next or part. So Clara asks why is Catwoman is there or whatever it is. And the ship is still in some resting mode or whatever, where the doors were locked, and asks why. And Catwoman got some. Okay, Devia is back. Okay, Catwoman and Clara talk through about whatever she was trying to.
Oh, we got a comment from J.
Okay, thanks, J Heat. Thanks anyway, J Heat. You can watch this later after it. Okay, something about with Catwoman talking about Clara talking about something or whatever. Something. Okay, there was the whole there was the whole the clean slate thing that she wanted to use to do the whole thing, whatever thing, and then try and she doesn't know what to do now, and Clara said that she could come with them, and then the Doctor shows up, and the Doctor is like, "Good, you're both here. Just found something intriguing," and then the doctor says that Lucius asked to be the consulting when they were doing system scan on the Bat software, and apparently they were trying to see, checking what they could have done to get the autopilot working, save Batman's life. When they found it, they already had autopilot. It had been there for 6 months, so that was before Bane took over, and Savoy Bruce, something they okay. This is one of those time travel paradoxes. They realized that someone in the future had gone to the past and put the autopilot to the Bat system, so Batman could have been saved, but they don't know how they did it. But so this leads to the
Batman did himself. Don't remember.
It was implied there, but then it was revealed something that they decided to do something now, that they used the TARDIS to go observe the past when Batman flew the bomb to the ocean to see what exactly happened.
Time vortex.
Yeah, they go back. The time went, but then they went backwards to see what happened at that point when the bomb was being flown. So here's pretty much they see how it flew, and this is something I added myself. Okay, the TARDIS flew to the time vortex carrying them. The Doctor stopped at correct point in time to observe what he wanted to see. The moment when Batman carried the bomb to the ocean, the Bat flew, but Batman never jumped out at the safe distance. He sat inside the whole time. When the bomb's timer came to 5 seconds, the cable carrying it fell off. The Bat activated some kind of afterburners and made a final attempt to fly out of the blast radius. The bomb exploded and the wave of the blast began to close in on the aircraft. Okay, Catwoman asks if they can save him. The Doctor says nothing, and he's just thinking about what was going to happen, and then suddenly it disappears, and that leads to the next story.
Wait, did you get the next story?
Yeah, I wrote the next story as something that's set between the flying the bomb and when Alfred sees Bruce and Catwoman in Italy.
Does it cover the Nightwing stuff about what happened after when, Damian Wayne
Damian does not exist in this continuity. Sorry,
not Damian Wayne. There are other Robin.
No.
He's referring to Blake. Okay,
No, not as much. This is the follow-up story that begins right from where the other expand. There's something I'm not exactly fond of it because
Anti-Monitor?
Yeah, Anti-Monitor is something of a factor in here. But otherwise, I have Batman and Catwoman are here. Doctor and Clara are also in there. But I did something. So I used the same characters, but with the serial numbers filed off, like kind of lawyer-friendly cameo of Kingdom Hearts characters in this story.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it's something of a confusing stuff. And remember, this was in 2013. Kingdom Hearts 3 was still about-rallaa 6 years away. Where we had just gotten the HD remasters of 1, 2, and the other games, and just dream drop distance. So Kingdom Hearts was kind of in a limbo, and I think my fandom over Kingdom Hearts had kind of pacified at this point.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I do have a question about that. How does the fandom still going with Kingdom Hearts 4 coming out and beyond that?
Who knows?
I do have a question about that. Keep it right, Joe. Because I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are still playing Kingdom Hearts right now, but anywhere right now.
Yeah, a lot of people are, but back when I wrote this, it was something of in a passe situation back then.
Yep.
Okay, this is something of a. Let's just recap this over, and I can add the link to this story. So if you're interested to read it for yourselves, then you can do it later.
Okay.
Let's just recap over this because that's to finish the Dark Knight Rises story. And the third story that I wrote after this, that was a prequel set during Batman Begins with the Ninth Doctor. So let's just go over this and then maybe go over the other one after it. Okay, so this starts right from Batman's point of view. It goes like he's flying the bomb. He acknowledges there's no autopilot, and there's a safe line that then he drops the bomb, he flies away, tries to and realizes he can't get away. It basically just gets going, closes his eyes, waits for the blast to take him. But then from his perspective, the blast never happens, and instead he is transported to somewhere else. And I streamed Kingdom Hearts 2 over the summer, so you'll be able to recognize that Batman has ended up somewhere resembling the world that never was from the end of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay.
So he looks outside, he sees the city, or city similar to the world that never was below, and something resembling the castle that never was, where Organization 13 had their base. So when Batman doesn't know anywhere to go, he just flies to the castle, parks the bat there, and I skipped over this. There was some point when the doctor gave them perception filters that lets them hide something. So he just takes the filter off and puts it on the bat so that no one can stumble on it. It's basically something like camouflage. Then from Doctors, Clara's, and Catwoman's point of view, they don't know what happened, and they don't know where it goes. Then he thinks about. He takes the psychic paper and asks, "Give us a clue or whatever clue." And then, back to Batman's point of view, and this is now picks up the point where Psych stand-in is looking at Kairi stand-in and talking about her being imprisoned, feeding the Sora stand-in's rage and whatever else. And Batman is just observing because Batman he's probably just stealthing himself in there and basically Arkham gaming himself in a stealth in a perching in the roofs to get to observe everything that he sees. And then he just goes in, and instead of Namine having a Namine stand in, I have Batman saving the Kairi stand in from her cell. And in the TARDIS, the psychic paper sends a message to the Doctor saying the silence will fall when the Force meets the object. So Doctor Who fans should remember what the silence is.
I don't remember, because again, it's been a long time.
Okay. The silence were those Slenderman-looking things.
Oh yeah, those guys.
Those guys who, if you see them and look away, you forget that they're there.
Yeah, they're in the next one.
Okay, I'm gonna imagine them as Slendermen.
Yeah, Slenderman.
It's like a bunch of Slendermen walking around.
Yeah, basically those. Yeah. Okay, next chapter. Okay, detective work. Okay, so basically now that's the thing from the silence episode that the Doctor implants everyone, Clara and Catwoman with those foam-installed recording devices that if they see, it's basically that if they come across a silent, they can just press their palms and record whatever happens and then listen to it when they have looked away to know what they just missed. And then Clara asks what the silence is, and the Doctor explains here the silence is a religious order that believes that the silence will fall when the question is asked, except that it already happened in Trenzalore in the episode that is set before the previous story. The Great Intelligence has stepped into the time stream, so rewrote him dead, everything else were dead. And then Clara saved everyone and the silence fell. But now there's something else that should have happened. And the Doctor did also a thing that made it so that everyone should think he's dead. Basically, the Doctor faked his death around this part. The Doctor says here, it's a long story and it's complicated.
Yeah, it is complicated. It was a complicated story. And that story's complicated itself. It's very close though. Wait, what?
It's one of those stories that you need to experience it. Because when you try to explain it while missing some finer details, it just sounds stupid.
Yeah, I screamed myself when I saw that story, and I thought, wait, what the fuck's happening? Wait, what? Oh, my brain melted.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
did do a view when Doctor said he took his death. That was pretty badass at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, this is now back to Batman's point of view. He saves the Kyrie look-alike, Kyrie stand-in, and going all Sora stand-in is in danger because of her, and Batman then goes, step away from the bars. And he doesn't know when to go back. And Batman say, I did an artistic license choice that I made, so Batman's belt includes whatever he had in the Arkham games. So Batman has that, he supposedly has that arsenal in his
Even though he didn't know in Batman, not all the
No, they don't know Batman. Batman is a stranger to this situation. Everything is basically going through. Okay, Batman blows up Kyrie's cell and helps her out. And okay, she obviously is scared. Batman starts to run away. Batman grabs Obama and says, "Don't run if you don't wish to be recaptured." And okay, the Dark Knight. I don't know if remember Dark Knight Rises had the lenses go on and off thing. But
no, Dark Knight did. He only did it once.
Yeah,
just Dark Knight did. Yeah, Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay, so Batman takes her and something of a rescues then, and then probably tries to excuse probably learn through her where they are and what hell is going on. So that's probably how Batman is thinking about going through the situation. And then we have the Doctor explaining to Clara and Catwoman about the silence, Battle of Demons Run, Amy and Rory River's involvement, him faking his death, marrying River, the first question, significance, Trenzalore, and blah, 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 blah. Everything else. And Catwoman just goes, wow, weird life. And Doctor says, no, it's a cool life. And then about the silence, Batman, they must have been watched them do it and then forgot seeing it. And that who and so and so on and so on. And Clara then reminds that if the silence tried to keep them from tried to kill the Doctor to keep it from falling, and then it goes, in Trenzalore, the silence fell because the great intelligence and the Whispermen did it because of the silence. So if they don't want the silence fall, could it be possible that the message was a cry for help? And someone else is trying to make the silence fall using Batman as the force or object to face something that represents the other.
So that's lead up to anti-antimonitor, doesn't it?
It leads to that. You'll learn it when it gets to the end of it.
Yeah.
Okay, they go there and someone who would scare them with so much that they would ask for help. And the Doctor gets some idea and they leave to be seen where in the next scene.
Yep.
Okay, and this is pretty much the scene from Kingdom Hearts 2 where Kairi and Namine were running, except that Batman is in Namine's place. And Psyche shows up and goes there to stop and try to take to see Sora, but you don't want that more than anything, but not and had a heart. And okay, Batman steps in between the Kairi stand-in and the Psyche stand-in and tries to fight. And okay, Batman somehow whatever kind of overpowers Psyche. And then questions everything, where the hell he is, why is Kairi needed, and who they are working for. And Sykes leaves. And okay, that's so far the Kairi stand-in and knows she can trust Batman now. And okay, Batman just now straight up asks her, "What the hell is going on?" Yeah. Okay. Author's note that I wrote here is that Mystery Defense, which you can cover it. For Kingdom Hearts fans, it's an AU for Kingdom Hearts. Kairi organization have made appearances and mentioned, but they are not the same versions with the silence and other stuff and so on and so on. And yeah, Batman has the Arkham games arsenal. This was before Arkham Origins, so Arkham City and Asylum, that arsenal Batman should have.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Chain of memories.
Oh yeah, this is what nominate.
Okay, so Batman has to understand from what the Kairi stand-in has told her about Sora is a prince, Kairi is a princess, there's a cultist, something scenario, Princess of Hearts, organization third. Okay, I did not exactly file the serial numbers off since I used the right names and even mentioned Kingdom Hearts in here.
Oops. Yeah,
And
whatever.
Heartlesses
Yeah,
and
whatever.
and the Nobodies and Batman is also with that. What?
Yeah.
And Batman just to balance it out that he has met the Doctor. So okay, fine. I believe everything you say. And then Kyrie asks who he is. Batman says that.
Jeez, this thing's on fire.
Huh? What?
My phone's on fire for a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay. Take a cooldown. Yo.
What's up?
Okay. Okay.
Not much.
Oh, Batman and Kyrie. Okay, now the Batman and the Kyrie stand decide to go look for Sora. And then back to the Doctor, Clara, and Catwoman, and they go to something. I did not exactly go to that, but there was something that changed a bit. That Catwoman has changed into a Catwoman costume, or the Catwoman costume that Anne Hathaway had in Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
And so there's a silent in the TARDIS, and they got something. And they left them a message, and the recordings are now blinking, so they have a message to listen. The Doctor's voice immediately asks silent and says, "The object is on the way of the force that had to be hidden. Their reunion will bring the falling of the silence." Reunion? What reunion? It is once the unstoppable force is reunited with the immovable object that the silence will fall off existence. And so that took Batman they took Batman to keep something from happening, made so that he had to carry the bomb and take him from. I think I made Catwoman already too over. That she was ride or die for Batman at this point somehow. I don't know how that happened.
Well, maybe Dark Knight Rises, remember something. Well, they did end up together.
Yeah, they ended up together, but the relationship was somewhat. I don't know if I made it just develop passively as the story was happening, or if someone's in danger and you care about, if someone you care about is in danger, then the worrying basically just escalates and amps it up.
Yeah.
So, the Doctor gets some idea to go with the force and the object to go somewhere, and Batman gives the explosive gel gun to Catwoman to the Kyrie stand in as a weapon to protect herself, and then they find Sora stand in, and Donald and Goofy I changed to be in the Goofy is basically something of an army captain because he is supposed to be in Kingdom Hearts. Goofy is a captain of the Royal Knights, so he has an actual army rank. And Donald, I turned him into his Italian superhero identity.
Who?
Duck Avenger.
Oh, nice name.
Never heard of it.
Oh,
maybe I did. I don't remember.
Hold on a bit. Oh, okay, welcome back, Ormax. Okay, hold on. I'll bring up an image of Donald's Italian superhero identity on here. Hold on. Present. Okay, back there. Okay, now so share screen. Okay, and there. Okay, so this is Donald Duck's Italian superhero identity.
Oh wow! Wait a minute. There's a video game about Pika.
Yeah, there was a video game about this, but in my story, I made the Donald be like this, while Goofy was something else. Some army captain. This was the least I could do in trying to file the serial numbers off.
I do have a question about this. How do you start? How do you got fanfiction?
You just write it and upload it on the website.
Yeah, I
That's
just
all
found I just found a website and I had one with this website so that you could do it. I just made a profile and let my creativity go
So I
wild.
have a question for you, but I want to do something. I have a script that I wanted to try to put in. Hold on for a sec. But
okay.
it's a full 4-page script I made on my Steam Deck on my computer, but it's 4 pages. So yeah,
I'm
I'm seeing
sure
it now. Yeah, it's 4 pages. It's my script. You see my script?
Okay, let's see. Okay, you have something like that.
Yeah, 4 pages.
Okay, well, just copy it somewhere. Find a website like fanfiction.net or some archive for own. Do a profile there
and just upload.
do a profile there, and you can and just post it there.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Interesting.
Hi, Robert is back now.
Sorry it took so long. Big meeting.
Hey, Rob, what's
Okay.
up? How you doing?
Okay,
Welcome back,
Robert.
Robert.
Okay, Robert. To recap,
I missed a lot. I know. I missed a lot.
yeah, we're now in the second story set between Batman carrying the bomb to the ocean and Alfred seeing him and Catwoman in Italy. So far, Batman has ended up in a serial numbers filed off version of the climax of Kingdom Hearts 2 with stand-in characters for Kairi, Sora, Organization 13, and Donald Duck is basically okay. So Donald's Italian superhero identity.
Oh, yep. Oh, what was it?
Yeah, so that's the one the least I did in going to that. So that Donald is not a wizard; he is in his Paperinik identity, and Goofy is an army captain because he's a captain of the Royal Knights, and Sora has some. Instead of a keyblade, Sora has a Farscapes, some kind of sword weapon.
I gotcha.
Something similar like what Squall has in Final Fantasy VIII.
So Gunblade?
Something like that. Let's go with that.
Well, what else can you go with? That's what it's called.
Yeah. Okay. So now we are at that point where instead of Namine, Batman saved Kairi from the Kairi stand-in from her cell, and they had a run-in with the Psyche stand-in. Kairi can trust Batman now. Batman gave one of his weapons. He has the Arkhamverse arsenal, and gave that to him. And okay, we're now at the scene, the reunion scene from Kingdom Hearts 2, where Batman observes the scene with not exactly that.
What's that background noise I'm hearing?
Silence. Also, silence is played a part in the Batman being taken from the bomb.
Right. The silence.
Those guys.
Don't push me back. I'm just running back to get my drink. So just a sec.
Okay, get some drinks. So now the silence is appearing to Batman and Kairi. And they tell something, basically give them something to know which organization members are there, and everything and other stuff. Okay, Batman and I think I wrote it that Batman's cowl has a form of detective vision or some remnants of what was in the Dark Knight, so that he can see, has some filter that lets him see and remember the silence somehow. I don't remember. This was something I used as a crunch to help through it. Kairi doesn't remember. The Kairi stand-in doesn't remember him seeing the silence, but Batman knows the whole other thing. And okay, basically the way how this is going on, basically the Kairi stand is gonna be the Nolan versus Batman's Robin here now.
Okay.
Or a doctor's companion, something like that.
Kind of like Carrie?
Yeah, kind of like Mary. Okay, then the doctor, the TARDIS lands with Doctor, Clara, and Catwoman to a crypt. And it's the seventh transit.
Sorry about that. I got fly I've been dealing with for a while.
Yeah, I know that. Even
Yeah, those are annoying. It's starting to be that it's cold outside, it's warm inside, and so the flies are flying into the wall.
I know.
You get it?
Nope, it keeps going in. There's a little crack in the window. It keeps going down there, and then it comes back up again. But it's sluggish, so.
Yeah, okay. So the Doctor, Clara, and Catwoman go to the 7th transept, where the headless monks store the leftovers of their converted members. And they went there to meet up with what was the character's name? Dorium Maldovar.
Oh,
He was some broker who got from the Series 6.
ow.
One of those people who got beheaded during the Demons Run episode and ended up as a head stored in.
Oh yeah, him, yeah.
Oh,
He's the one who's over like Doctor Who, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
The blue fat guy, the blue skinned fat guy.
Yeah, that's exactly who. And I also had it here a Wild West reference with them with Doctor introduces my old friend Dorium Maldovar, and Selena's being that is a man's head, a blue man's head, no blue fat man's head, and then so something, and so on and so on. That's kind of okay. Let's go to the next chapter.
Wait, Pandora. Oh yeah, that's the boss.
Pandorica, yeah. Keep up, Tavia, keep up.
Again, it's pretty much the one Doctor Who's from memory is.
Okay.
Works.
Okay. Now they're at this continues of the scene where they're meeting with Dorium, and they ask about the whole. The Doctor and Dorium they go with pleasantries here and there, talk about how they're going on, and okay, they talk pleasantries until Catwoman has had enough with the patients, and she just goes to demand what does Dorium know about the silence and why they took Batman, and then the Doctor goes, oh, and these are Clara, his current Italian, and because the Nolanverse Catwoman was never called Catwoman, but she's dressed in her cat burglar costume, so the Doctor just said, and this lovely Catwoman who wants to talk to you is Selina Kyle.
Makes sense.
And then they talk more about the silence, and and then they go over the Lake Silencio thing happened. First question happened. Trenzalore has happened. So why is the silence still around? And then they got about another thing that they got to some kind of message in the Doctor probably sent himself some cheap sheet from the future. The silence will fall when the force meets the object. Something like, what does that mean? And then back to the Kingdom Hearts setting of the world that never was. Okay, this is the scene where there's the thick bar boss fight happens with Nolan versus Batman being there present with them, and okay, fighting something, and okay, it goes pretty much similar as Batman goes to fight with the sick bar.
Be right back again. Sorry.
And, okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay, you can read it or read this from someone else. Then the silence shows up, and they talk about the whole thing about the Kingdom Hearts, that they don't have hearts, but when the Batman uses the detective vision, sees that, hey, you guys have hearts, and then what? Then silence shows up, and then the silence kills Sigbar off. And Sigbar was about to remember. If he did, he would have taken. If he remembered, he would have taken Batman to someone. And then we get to the. Okay, here's the reunion between the Kairi stand-in and the Sora stand-in. And then they have a recording about more silence showing up.
Yep.
Oh, and I seem to have killed the Riku stand-in off in the between scenes. between the silence having been present here.
That's the end of it.
Yeah, maybe it was something that I didn't know how to write the character. I just decided to. This goes through. Okay, this was a story move the characters instead of the characters moving the stories. This kind of, or maybe the characters moving the other characters were the silence.
Rest in peace, Riku Stanton.
Yeah, yeah, that happened. Oh, Naji left.
Yep.
Okay.
I want to
Cool,
go next
okay.
time.
But then there was also something that your friend was already dead. The silence told that it was a puppet used to be used against the silence, and that's okay. That now I remember. That was
I'm
also
back
some.
again. Don't worry.
Okay. So the silence there between points where people don't remember, they killed off the Riku stand-in, but also revealed that he was not the Riku, actually the Riku, that he was something of a puppet.
Oh yeah, the
That-
replicant.
That will be revealed later. I won't. You'll learn it when we get there. What kind of puppet? Okay.
Understandable.
Okay. So back to the Doctor, Catwoman, and Clara. The poor translation, the true translation, silence must fall when the how it goes. But what does it mean? Or does it need to go to find a Teselecta and ask for a better information again? Because the Doctor did that, finding a Teselecta and asking it.
Yeah.
And then there's the whole other thing that if the silence doesn't want themselves to fall, why would they save the very instrument of their falling from certain death? Doctor goes, because they're... Okay, this was before thick meant something else. Thick-headed. This was back when thick still meant thick-headed.
Yeah. Why did that change
Okay.
recently?
Yeah, because thick means thick now.
Oh.
So, okay, then they go or think about. They took Batman away so to take him somewhere no one will find. But what happens when when unstoppable force means unmovable object? They surrender. But what happens when they meet again? The same thing was. So what would happen? And what's the opposite of surrendering? Selina goes resisting arrest, fighting over not being taken away. Anything that would end in a bloodshed. So where would this opposite reaction take place to a surrendering cataclysm? Dorium asks like it's obvious, and the Doctor goes in the antimatter universe.
Oh dear God, the antimatter.
Oh boy.
Yep.
And this is another Kingdom Hearts character that dies in this scene.
Which one?
It's Mickey.
What?
Mickey?
Mickey!
Oh.
Yeah, or the Mickey stand-in.
Yeah, King Mickey.
Yeah, well, finds someone, a familiar cloth person. It's the Diz scene where he thought he found Diz, but this is not Diz this time in this version. So then the Mickey, he calls him Diz, but then the figure says, no, I'm not Diz. So the Mouse King, I'm not calling it Mickey, says that, who are you? Why is he wearing... I could do the Mickey voice, but I have spoken too much so far. I can.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so
That's all right.
He asks Mouse King asks who he is and why is he wearing Diz's clothes. Well, he asks, and then he starts to take the bandages off, and then asks mirror. He asks again, and then mirror. And well, okay, not okay. Mickey doesn't have the Mouse King doesn't have a key, but something of a reflective weapon. So he shows the reflection, and the man begins to cry over the vision of his face, but suddenly it turns into insane laughter. Ha 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 he ho ho ha ha.
I think we know what it is.
Okay. I demand him to tell who he is, but doesn't get the answer. The man grabs the sword and impales the Mouse King with it. So that's how it goes. Sorry, he said, rising his feet, holding onto the sword and the king. But there is only one giant rodent that he likes, that this guy likes to keep alive. Getting the idea who this character is. Yeah. Then throw the Mouse King over the edge to his death and look at himself. Was wearing some of red cloak scars, and under them were his own purple clothes, green vest, and so on and so on. Threw the alien cloak off, leaving his own clothes on, pulled out a makeup kit from the jacket pockets, and in a few moments, Daddy's home, and now where is the Batman? So Heath Ledger's Joker, or the Nolanverse Joker, is brought here in some sort of form. I had this idea how to use, and that led to wherever it led to. Oh, and yeah, there's the whole. That is the answer to the force and the object stood for. Opposites, light and dark, good and evil, yin yang, matter and antimatter, Batman and the Joker. So those are the whole silence must fall when they are reunited.
Sure, that makes sense.
Makes sense.
And that ties into the whole. That is eventually revealed how it ties to the anti-monitor.
Yep.
Next chapter. Hold on, how many chapters? Okay, that many.
How many chapters are there?
Okay, let's get to the ending of this one at the very least. This is getting long.
Yeah.
Okay, then it comes to the Predator. So something. Okay,
Wait.
now they question. Okay, Doctor and Clara and Catwoman point of view, they question how did he figure out the Batman is in antimatter universe, because they are positive, but they are all positive somehow. Antimatter universe, it's opposite, good is bad, and vice versa, and so on and so on. And then they go there with, I think it was the first 3 Doctor special with John Pertwee and Patrick Troughton when they went to antimatter universe. So they used the same method of doing whatever they do to get there.
Wait, but the antimatter, not Doctor Who, in DC is nothing.
It's the same in this case. It's something of a way because I canon welded basically them together so that the Nolanverse and the Doctor Who universe are the same universe, and they are somehow exist in the pre-Dark Crisis DC multiverse of 52 Earths that I mapped
so you're
out
talking about them where Omega has been captured from the 3 Doctors.
Yeah, that one.
Omega. He was one of the founders of Gallifrey, of the Time Lords. Him and Rassilon both. He's the one who created the Hand of Omega. That's the one that gave Ace the bat, which he used to beat up the Dalek with.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
Who are you calling small?
Yeah. So they use that the TARDIS is not built for interdimensional traveling, so they couldn't even get into a pocket dimension without. They do the same way how they went to the bubble universe before Clara's time. They erase some rooms in the TARDIS, and bye swimming pool, bye astronomy room, bye territory console room, bye guest room, and the Catwoman goes, "This thing has a swimming pool," and not anymore.
I love the pool gag.
No, that was funny.
Of course, because you always have that bit where Riverland did it, the saber, like. Whoosh.
Yeah, that was funny. Good times.
Yeah, and then they're back to the antimatter universe, or the organization castle that never was, that Kingdom Hearts setting, where they try to understand the whole situation that Deiska people are in, and okay, there's the Donald's superhero identity, and Batman have a vigilante to vigilante kind of talk, and then there's something talk about Donald's this. Yeah, it depends on where you're from. The Paperinix, it's Paperinik, what the superhero identity actually, but it was a Duck Avenger in some countries, or Taikaviitta in Finland. So they talk about his origin story in comparing each other there, and then they can come to that room where you usually fought, where you had portals to go where to fight Sykes and then Luxord and then move on. Here it's replaced with something of a hall of holograms that they don't recognize, but these are past versions of the Doctor who appear here in this room for a reason. Here basically one of the, but there's a clue here on who the enemy is with the because they are looping certain lines that the Doctor has been said. like here, the first Doctor says, "You poor, pathetic creatures! Don't you realize before you attempt to conquer Earth, you will have to destroy all living matter?" And then there's, "It can be many things, Destin," said another. But the thing it does the most efficiently is exterminate human beings.
Alex.
Yeah. And then there goes something. Yeah. So wait. Okay. Third Doctor goes. Someone's still here. The fourth Doctor talks to Davros, and yeah, it's something else, and then there's Gore 7 and. Okay, and this is then the Semna stand-in meeting up with the Nolan vs. Joker on the top of the castle that never was. But now it also comes to the fact that I wrote this Semna stand-in so that you can understand that, okay, the events of Kingdom Hearts are no longer happening, and whatever Sigmar must try to be kept from remembering, this Semnas has remembered and is now going off the script.
That makes sense.
So the Joker goes to ask questions, then they talk about what they are, and Semnas just wants to the whole thing that they are trying to cause Joker's reunion with Batman and cause the falling of the silence. And then they go over more and more and more, and okay, there's no more. The 50th anniversary had not happened yet, so this is the only War Doctor quote I was able to use.
Yeah.
And then here's the 9th Doctor going, "It's not working," and going, fantastic, great big scary space Dustin. How does it feel?
Nice, Doctor. Don't remember that. With that, keep your eggs in, Doctor.
Yeah, and then there's the 10th Doctor going over talking about whatever the
Yep.
10th Doctor talking about something about describing the sonic screwdriver to Daleks about it's very good at opening doors. And then there's the Matt Smith's first episode with the Daleks. "You are my enemy and I am yours." That episode.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's something. Oh, I don't remember why I did this whole thing about Batman saying that he's American about something and about he has presidents and democracy and not royalty and monarchy compared to how Captain Goofy was the Mouse King. And then and just as they were talking about it, they come across the Mouse King's corpse as it had been thrown off. Joker threw it off the. Yeah. And then there's the whole thing. They are not leaving until the king has been avenged, and Donald never liked him, but has to be avenged or something. And then Batman finds a Joker card and talks about. Okay, they show up. Okay, now the TARDIS lands into the antimatter universe. Okay, well, they are still alive and they have no idea where they are. Okay, the Doctor. Okay, here comes the classic line. This place has been redecorated. The Doctor said, "Not sure if he likes it or not."
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's usually that not. I don't like it, but I just meant it. Not sure if he likes it. Okay, last time he was here, it was a desert wasteland and basically a dump. Because I'm pretty sure that episode where they were with Omega in the antimatter universe, that was filmed at some dump or whatever it was. Still, it was here centuries ago. Whoever runs this place must have done something to urban growth. They comment about the city that never was. And then they see the castle that never was in the sky, and the Doctor says, "Let's go poke it with a stick." Okay. Okay. This is a very unoriginal chapter title.
Should we skip it?
Okay. Okay, they know. Okay, they know about it. Okay, hey, Donald. Okay, the Donald stand-in knows about the Doctor or something about as an alien from another world, and they know about whatever. And then they learn about the Joker's presence is something weird, and they should leave. But then actually, this is now actually the point where actually in Kingdom Hearts 2, there's something happened which caused. Okay. Ansem the Wise destroyed the Kingdom Hearts in the original game. Here, something else happened that the entire city below has gone dark, and it's basically, not wise to go down there. So they can't turn back.
Obviously. Yeah.
But okay, these people they go through the place, and okay, Dr. Clara and Catwoman they appear. They run into. Okay, either Heartless or... Okay, they run into Heartless now and they have to flee from them. Yeah, basically, run.
No, basically, run. Yep.
Yeah, that.
Right.
I love that line.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, they run to the point where you, in the Kingdom Hearts 2, you could get to the castle that never was. And then they go... The Doctor goes, this was to expected. This castle truly is a spaceship. Made a huge hole to the ground just by landing here. And whatever came here killed the locals. And if the ship's inhabitants turn the locals into shadow creatures, perfectly understandable they have psychological issues with the castle. Looks like they made a path there. They come and say, okay, not exactly come along Pond, but come along Oswald and Kyle. The Doctor took a few steps up to the castle and then turned around. Okay, didn't sound as good as it did in his head. Never saying that again.
Good times.
Yeah, because come along Pond was one thing. Come along someone else is not the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and back there. Okay, in their situation, and okay, basically they discover that the Joker is there, and Batman explains who the Joker was from the event of the Dark Knight, and transition to the next scene. And now the Doctor, Clara, and Catwoman, they find the Bat parked there. And these Novians.
Oh?
That's some alien race I made up to represent like Donald, Goofy, and maybe Mickey
Right.
stand-ins.
Yep.
And the Doctor now they did something that he discovered that Batman was here, these Novians were here, some other human was there, a silent and something that caused the Doctor to panic now. And considering there was that Dalek setup, that's something that you will get there. Okay, and now it would be... And okay, more and more. Okay, another silent situation happened now that they went from one point to another point without realizing it, following it. They talked about okay, Luxord boss fight happened within a silent encounter, and now they just decided to climb up to the tower and learn what is going on.
And this will use the antimatter, right?
Okay, no, it's getting there. Okay, we're chapter 7, and this takes up to chapter 12.
Yeah.
Okay, they made up there. They have the Psyche stand-in, Zemna stand-in, and the Joker. And, you made it! I'm so thrilled. And Batman just barely acknowledges Joker and goes Zemna to Zemna and Psyche and, why is he here? And why am I here?
Why
The
is
Joker
he
is
here?
like,
Why
and Joker
is
is
he
just, are you ignoring me? And Batman says, I show up here and you act like you don't care. If he's with you, you got him here and you did it to me too. Why? And Goofy is about to step forward. Batman raises his hand to block his way. And then there's the Joker killed the king, murdered the king, and he's carrying the Majesty Sword. And the Joker goes,
Can I try the Joker's voice? This thing?
Depends on
wait,
the
I
version.
couldn't even do it.
Yeah, it's
this thing?
It's a kind of fun. Doing the Joker's voice is kind of something that you need to also be able to emulate the right emotional tone with which he's speaking.
Yeah, which is hard to do for
It's hard
that
to
Joker
do.
because he switches
Yeah.
so much. Like,
Yeah, like
every
the only
day-
thing like
every
I
day.
was
This
like,
thing?
this thing.
Yeah,
Like,
I know,
like,
know.
my father
Yeah.
was a drinker.
Wait, I think I got it. This thing? Yeah, that was just a heat of the moment thing. He was pointing me with it, and I just reacted.
Yeah.
Just reacted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all right, I guess.
Goofy, Captain Goofy
oh.
goes, that's not an
Let me try-
excuse.
oh.
Murder the king of this zone and will be. And
Imagine
Joker
reading
is,
the
and
name of the
Joker
dog.
is not even laughing. It's just am I talking to am I debating with a talking dog? Because Goofy is a
You want a
dog.
talking dog here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is this reality or craziness? And then the Sora stand-in notices that why aren't Sykes and Semna saying anything because since they're supposed to be in charge. Now they notice it too, and then something starts to happen, and now Dalek stalks grow from their foreheads and hands, and they are now they're the asylum of the Daleks, those puppets.
Yep.
Yep, that's so creepy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now that they see them, okay, now some action starts to happen. The Joker waves his hand and as it comes out, and as soon as they see them, both of them begin to twitch and do point to shoot. But the Joker uses the sword and cuts their eyes off and hits them to make them fall off like nothing happened. And the Joker is just like, what? Like I would let anything happen.
What? Like I would let anything.
I wouldn't let anything happen to you.
But the Joker didn't get to finish his sentence as Batman lunged at him, hit him a couple of times, and cuffed him to the floor. And just tells the Stora stand-in and Goofy stand to watch him as he then goes to examine Sykes and Semnas. And the Joker goes, okay, now why did I deserve? What did I do to deserve that?
Now, what did I do
to deserve that?
What did I do to deserve
And
that?
Haven't any of you heard about
Say,
Okay.
thanks for saving my life, Captain Wolf, Smarter Boy.
Yeah. And don't say another word and stay on there. And then Batman examines them and of life signs and then says things. I don't think they have been alive for very long. Batman is shaking his head.
They've been alive for very long.
Even though I saw a pulse in them, it was really something that was sustaining these things inside. And I'm sorry. And now what? Because and says these eye stalks that came out their foreheads, they were made from the same sliding board that was recording when Rico was killed. Now, and actually, he says talking about the Bruce Wayne voice. Whatever had happened to these two and maybe to other present members of the organization, it happened to Riku as well, and he had been a walking dead puppet.
What?
And and now they're all thinking about their friend has been dead this whole time, and they don't even. And the Joker is going, "Can you read my rights?" And try smiling, schoolgirl. Frown upside down and
try smiling, schoolgirl. That frown makes you look.
What is the post that hurts? I feel like
yeah. The hits and the Joker doesn't feel anything, and now he's trying to go with what was in the Dark Knight when they were integrated. Never start with the head; it gets all busy. Now there is no sound effect written here, but I remember starting to do sound effects in later stories. Because now something happens and then it was over. Doesn't matter what the Joker was about to say. It was cut when Batman was hit by a bright green ray of light and suddenly turned into a pile of steaming dust.
Oh!
Yes. Now Kyrie as a Batman voice and what happened. And then Donald standing points in the sky and say, they happened. And then the Batman has been acquired.
Okay. Batman has been acquired. The rest can be exterminated. Exterminate!
Yeah, that's
how's my Dalek voice?
Very good.
Sounds good. You didn't even need any post work on enhance it.
I've done it enough times.
Yeah. Okay, now they start leaving from the top of the tower to get away, and Goofy tries to take the Joker in with them, but Oi.
What?
What is it?
I have the Joker kill Goofy and Donald stand-ins here.
Oh
You were
no!
trying to be edgy when you
That's
were
edgy.
younger.
Yeah, I clearly was.
That makes sense. Okay, Joker and Psychopath, sure.
Okay, dude, what the heck was going through your mind?
I don't know. I have no idea. I do not tell about it. Could have been I didn't know how to write them going forward, or it was whatever it was, but it just went.
It's good. I don't know why.
Maybe I was going through going quickly through this and didn't
You
even
should
think
just have
about
the
it.
Daleks do it. Just have the them hit by the
Yeah,
Daleks.
that would have been. Hold on a bit. Let's go over.
The Daleks.
Okay, sorry. Goofy stand-in was killed by the Joker, but the Daleks took out the Donald stand.
Okay, that makes more sense.
That makes more sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, the Joker is about to laugh at it, but then stops when he sees the pile of dust used to be Batman's.
I mean, I honestly don't hate the idea of it. It's like that sounds like something Joker would do. It's just,
But from a story standpoint, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, from a story perspective, it's just like it's stupid. Like,
no offense, dude.
No offense. No offense.
Yeah. Okay, back to Dr. Clara and Catwoman. Now they realize that there were Daleks there, and not Dalek puppets. The Doctor says, stopping in there. They were people once, but NanoCloud rewrote their DNA in adding making an aspect of Daleks, eye stalks and gun sticks, and a stealth squad for Daleks. So if Daleks puppets are here, the actual Daleks are there too. Okay, then they run in there now to the point where they find the Hall of Doctor the things. And okay, here the Doctor remembers when the whole and talk about how they don't age and they regenerate to different bodies, and he recognizes where all the holograms are from. This part is just going over them.
It's history, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
After the last great time war, no, the third one. Wait. Stop. The third great time wars. I'm confused.
I see more Dalek boys. Let me know when you get there because I want to read those.
Okay.
That was the third one. I'm confused about that part. What's the last great time war? Third one.
Daleks during their invasion in the first Doctor's story found him regenerated and was the first meeting during his exile.
Second Doctor.
First we're meeting with Davros as the fourth Doctor. Doesn't remember what came after that. Maybe I did the fifth Doctor's part. The Master's trial on Skaro,
which was the movie.
Yeah, and regenerated afterwards.
It was a TV movie. That was the Ace Doctor's Tavia.
Oh yeah.
Okay, then it was the first encounter after the last Great Time War, and that was
that's the third one.
Of course, this was before you knew anything about the War Doctor and everything, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, then the Battle of the Medusa Cascade.
Okay,
hey, the third. Okay, that was the last Great Time War and the third one. Maybe that's the whole. Okay, yeah, I have no idea where is that.
That's the part that confused me the most. Like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Okay, and then they point out the War Doctor, and 12th Doctor had been cast, but I had no dialogue, so he was just doing the Peter Capaldi glares.
Yeah. You are the Doctor. You are a predator of the Daleks. You must be exterminated.
Yeah, and exactly what he wanted to hear. That's the. Okay, they run.
I always love doing their voice.
Hold on. Before that happens, they run into the Kairi and Sora stand-ins, and then the Joker comes after them. The Doctor compliments because the Doctor's called because Matt Smith was wearing they were wearing similar coats at the time. Purple cashmere, and the Joker had a purple jacket, long coat too. So it's I think that's what what they were comparing there. And okay, then they do the HADS thing with the getting there. And then okay, yeah, that line that Robert you just read, that the doctor went before you kill us, because the doctor had been deleted himself from the database and faked his death, so he wanted to know the whole thing about the dog. That's why he asked and got that answer.
Wait, in Astronomy of the Daleks, he erased the memory of the Daleks somehow?
Somewhat. But then the doctor activates the HADS, the hostile action demoralizing system. Okay, that's not actually the same. Okay, is that a typo? There was the hostile action dematerializing system or some that they used in the Ice Warrior episode on Series 7. They use it in the right way. So the doctor had it reprogrammed so that if they're in danger, they can basically be escape roped back into TARDIS.
Escape rope, basically.
Yeah, and they took the Sora standing, Kairi standing, and the Joker there with them, because now they realize that the Joker was the other thing, and no one has ever. And the Joker is talking back. The Doctor is talking to the Joker without fear and going at them and whatever they talk. And they say that the Daleks killed Batman, but the Doctor says no, they didn't. That was a transport being. The Daleks never turn their victims to ash. They always leave the corpse.
Yep.
And they needed Batman. They still do. And if they needed the Joker then why did they leave him behind? They ask why. Because it's not the real Joker. That is a Ganger.
Oh, yeah. The clones.
Yeah, those clones that Amy was one of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
A copy made of living flesh to lure Batman to be transported to wherever the Daleks are holding the real Joker. And where could that be? Catwoman asked. Trace the signals the Ganger Joker was receiving before turning it into what it was. The Doctor is turning the console. They follow it and they find where Batman is. And now Batman wakes up somewhere in basically a Dalek's prison, whatever passes for a prison cell that the Daleks have. For someone they don't want to exterminate yet. So now the real Joker is yeah. This is close enough.
Yes, this is close.
Yeah, Batman says.
So I'm hearing all this, and I just gotta say, I'm not gonna bring it up here. You and I can talk about a different time, but I've always done my own fan fiction stuff of fitting in characters with the Doctor stuff, especially 10 and 11.
I wish I'd cut down on them and Doctor.
Yeah, but I came up with some really good original ideas.
Now Batman is Batman is what the Joker is doing here and where is here. And now comes they are in now Davros shows up here now.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Davros,
they are in his
Davros.
Yeah, they are in my laboratory. They're the new boys. Batman turned to look at the wheelchair-bound humanoid in a black leather gown. Her face looked like burned wheelchair and covered most of his body. Assumed it was a life support system. Right arm was the only thing that's operational. And now that they are both there, we can start the reawakening. And
now that you are both here, we can start the reawakening.
Yeah, what reawakening? Of the anti-monitor.
The anti-monitor, of course.
I could have local anti-monitor in the story. That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Five more chapters.
Oh boy.
Okay, let's try to get to the end of this.
Yeah,
and go the other stories on some non-festive.
Oh, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go check on my work stuff. Don't worry, won't be long.
Okay.
Yeah, we're 2 hours.
I'm gonna need a 3. Oh, what's in private? Okay, Naji is off. Okay, Naji. Late goodbye from Naji. Okay, I have been reading this and talking. I need to have a.
Anyway, and I found it really funny. We're gonna challenge the unknown series. That's that gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
But I did find new like training finally, and
Crazy.
Oh, hey, Super Mario Fan 36. Thank you very much.
yeah, some new guys.
Okay, so now remember this is the Nolan versus Batman, so he has no idea who or what the anti-monitor is.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
Batman.
So just goes over that he just says Davros needs Batman and Joker to reawake the anti-monitor, and he had been with the Sora, Kairi, Donald, those stand-ins and silence on some wherever thing, and now they're here, and he has no idea. And so now he turns to the Joker and asks, "What happened after the Pruitt building?"
8 years ago.
And Joker goes, "Craziness." And okay,
Can I try it again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Craziness. Then I was just hanging and laughing after you left. And then the SWATs came in and they were going to shoot right there.
I'm back.
One of them.
Yeah, one of them was a Dalek puppet sent to retrieve him. The crippled scientist, aka Davros, said without turning away from his work. It was vital to capture both of them from the ends of their own personal timelines. Yeah.
All right, I am a
and now Batman recognizes Dalek puppet and had heard the Doctor having called the Predator of the Daleks to Talia and Bane, and the hologram had been called everything he despised to be and worst thing great Daleks, and Batman says Daleks, and Davros said he's a Khaled.
I'm a Khaled. My name is Davros, the Lord of Creator of the Dalek kind. This is the strategist Dalek, and the one who planned your path from Gotham to here. Quad. A two here. Yes. This would be one of the deeper voice ones, right?
Yeah, this is the This is what the.
Yes. But the silence first and first hid you from us to the city that never was. An event that we were prepared to, thanks to Dalek-Con.
Yeah.
That was one of the 5 Daleks that we saw in the Daleks in Manhattan, I believe, and
the Doomsday Trooper in the Cult of Skaro. The surviving member of the Cult of Skaro.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, now it talks about they talk about the reality balls here that happened.
Oh, you're tying this in. Wait, is it 11? But you're tying in the 10's adventure?
Yeah, after what happened afterwards, something like that.
At the end of the Earth got stolen.
Stolen Earth and the journey's end. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the special.
Which is why that still has one of my favorite intros of the dog. So everyone is just like, as soon as they hear the exterminator, like, oh shit, like they're all shaking.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they go over there and the Dalek. Davros basically used the Khan's emergency temporal shift to escape to Ward. And then then Batman doesn't know anything about him, that he was supposed that. This actually his Batman is that he was supposed to die with the bomb, but now the silence and the Daleks and everything that happened here, he is alive now thanks to them. And now he asks about the others, were they also puppets? And now actually, the silent stars that go by, this Doctor Who book, this was something. This introduced a human colony where there were some humans called Morphans. So I pretty much made so that the Kairi and Sora stand-ins, they are Morphans from this book.
In that book.
Yeah, the silent stars that go by Dan Abnett.
I didn't know Doctor Who book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Morphans. Okay.
I gotta ask you, Pika, how many of the audio dramas have you ever listened to?
Haven't been find most of them.
I've listened to so many of them, especially the Unbound. That's their What Ifs.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's one where you had David Warner
somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay,
one of
and
them,
now
yeah,
the doctor. Okay, yeah. And now there's the back to the and the doctor recognizes now Sora and Kairi stand-ins because of what happened in this book for having come across Morphans before, that they are Morphans.
Question: what Morphin that way?
It's they're from a human colony on a planet called Hereafter. It's all in here, all in this book.
They're all, yeah. We're in the hereafter. Well, what are we hereafter?
Yeah,
All joke,
the people
all
thought
joke.
Rory was a high-ranking leader of a plantation because nurse meant nurse elected and okay, the doctor go to rambles on and Catwoman. Okay, back to business and so on. Okay, Catwoman's characterization. I was going through something of a I was trying to build up to how she and Batman ended up at Italy in a seemingly an arranged relationship, but they haven't interacted much, so I was just making it like she's passively starting to care and feel more.
Gotcha.
Some attachment for me.
No, I get you.
Yeah, something. Okay, and then they go about what about Batman, and they know and how did they and they asked how Batman was when they met him, and they saw them tall, dark, scary, overprotecting. Okay, something. I think I said something of a
it's a new boy, new
more of a mainstream features or something on Ghost Art.
Yeah.
Okay, and they find wherever they are, and okay, it started stopped like a car, and they forced the brake on. Okay, usually they do as they do, and they hit something. Okay, no, they were tractor being, and they were pulled into. Okay, Davros is now talking to them, and a new face, new voice, new face. Remain the same arrogant fool as a once respected as.
Remains the same arrogant fool.
Once respected as a fellow cyber. No. Keep denying. Keep denying. You knew you never would have killed Davros. And okay, Catwoman and Kara go, and how full of himself is this? Okay. Okay, they talked about the whole, Medusa Cascade Crucible and you brought that. So okay, they talk about the whole Metacrisis duplicate. Actually, I bring the Metacrisis duplicate back in. We get to it in the Ford story I did. We'll get to it when we get to it, if we get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It 2 hours 25 minutes long.
Okay. Now he asks about what they did in Batman and Joker for, and Davros on the screen. Okay. Davros is seen shown on the screens on there, and okay, they land there, and okay, Doctor walks out of the TARDIS and all right, you got me. It's Christmas for you, isn't it? Here I am. Take me to your leader. And okay, Robert, you can go with that.
Which line? Point to it.
The Doctor will be taken to Creator.
I'm trying. I got zoom in. Hold on. Looking for the line. The Doctor will be taken to the Creator.
Yeah.
Sorry. The Doctor will be taken to the Creator.
Okay, and now
move that. Okay, that's a move, Doctor. I'm sorry, I do not hear a Dalek even saying move, Doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, don't say that, whatever.
Well, this was 10 years ago. I had wasn't.
Yeah, it's
no, I know. It's fine. It's just
okay. That's a Buffy line there. The Doctor says that they are in Quad, and Catwoman says, Catwoman says that went to Quad and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
All I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and then they see that maybe Thunderers or Weaponers.
What's that TV in the background?
Not me.
Yeah, who has a TV in the background?
Ormox, is that you?
What's that?
You have a TV in the background? Because we keep on hearing the voice getting louder.
Oh, it's probably because of the windows open and it's a bit windy. That's why.
Uh-huh.
No, it sounds like someone talking. That's what the weird thing is.
Well, people outside, maybe.
Who knows?
Or maybe it's the TV downstairs.
That's probably it.
Okay,
Yeah,
there.
sorry about
Okay, doctor asks. Okay, the doctor then confronts the Davros and the scientist and studies Dalek. And so, because there weren't any Daleks in the antimatter universe, decided to create new ones from the cells of the locals. Not as easily said and done. All they had when they arrived was himself and Dalek Khan had begun to align themselves with the weaponers, with their technology, making nanogenes and so Dalek puppets. And yeah, Doctor is tranquil fury, and these people gave you their help and care, and you turned them into Daleks.
Okay, these people gave you their health and care, and you turned them into Daleks? You are saying that as if you were surprised. It is not as if their life has not changed much. They are still serving the same cause they have devoted themselves for as long as they have existed. As Daleks! What could this I know, be serving the Anti-Monitor and working on his awakening.
Dr. Fish said that.
Yeah, now Doctor doesn't know what the Anti-Monitor is, and then it goes... Anti-Monitor is the being that the weaponers have devoted themselves to. Okay, I don't.
There we go.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what my knowledge was of the the Anti-Monitor at the time, but
I know what it was. The cartoon.
Which one?
Green Lantern.
Oh yeah, I know that. Sure.
I don't think it was back, but there was that the Anti-Monitor is a being that the weaponers have devoted themselves into serving. The Davro was not fully aware of the Anti-Monitor's existence before, but after studying the weaponers' records and using Dalek's precognition on to verify them, he learned the truth. Okay, Clara asks, what is the truth? Catwoman asks, what the hell does Batman Joker have to do with it? And then, okay, this goes now to the whole original universe was born, and Perpetua was not created when I wrote this.
Yeah,
that's fine. That's fine. You wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, I list here the Rise on Infinite Earths, Infinite Crisis, Sinestro Corps War, Blackest Night, Brightest Night, Flashpoint. So they are not mentioned there.
Wait, stop. Anyway,
okay, and here I mean, and here in the notes I mentioned Silent Stars Go By Dan Abnett being where the Morphans are from.
All right.
Okay, Rise of the Anti-Monitor, and this is a you should be somewhat you probably recognize where this is.
There is only one thing I know about life. I know that some things by chance and some things happen because we make them happen. Yep.
Yeah, we know who that. You can guess who that is. Not mentioned, but you'll figure out when it happens. Okay, the Davros tells about the original universe. There was a planet named Oa. Oa's sacred rule was no one
thumbs up his origin.
Yeah, something. Yeah, Kronos part, Big Bang start, and then but then it goes the whole the untampered schism. The head of the time vortex was where Perpetua's hand was from.
Yeah.
Wait, whose hand? Whose hand?
Perpetua's hand was in the untampered schism.
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan.
Interesting.
Not Dr. Manhattan, Perpetua.
Well, now it's I know, yeah.
Now it's Perpetua's hand.
Yeah,
looks more than a hand. Okay. I think I mentioned that Catwoman and Clara are saying something in unison going, stop doing that.
Stop doing that.
I don't know. Yeah. And then Kronos did cause paradox and so on and so on. 2 brothers. Now it's 3 brothers.
Yeah, but again, you didn't know, dude.
I love that story. Scott and Judge is so awesome. I love that one.
Yeah. Okay. Confrontation between the Monitor and the Anti-Monitor brought them to a long rest until history was repeated by Pariah did a thing and they did the same thing, haunted by what it done. Pariah took the thing and what does Anti-Monitor have to destroy this world have to do with this? And simple science doctor says when Pariah's world was destroyed, left the void and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And and then there's the whole Kingdom Hearts lore with Kairi's grandmother told her about the world being darkness and so on and so on. I wrote that here
Yeah,
too
like
for
that
the
would
children's
even
stories to pass it out. And okay. Brian, okay. Batman was there. Okay. Batman was there during the original Crisis and the following one, aka Infinite Crisis. He was somehow I'm talking down on my own creation here now. Instrumental for Batman was instrumental for what the Davros is doing for reasons he cannot, and maybe my mouse is doing stuff. Okay. Where's my mouse go? Okay. For reasons he cannot, and maybe can never. Batman was the only constant of all the people who had an existing counterpart in the Doctor's universe. That was okay. That is why Batman won, because Nolanverse had only Batman, and Nolanverse is in this version is a shared universe with Doctor Who. So the only one who was it during the original Crisis, but the only one who had a counterpart in their universe was Batman. So they had to use Batman, or could only use him.
So that did explain why you can't use Superman or the other characters, because you know about Batman.
Yeah, because they couldn't use Superman. This is the Alexander Luthor's line, but with Batman put in his place, but kind of justified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but theoretically, you could have said that there would have been a Superman. You could have simply said, here's what I could have done. Say there is a Superman who exists out there. He just hasn't come about yet. That's what I would have done.
But wasn't that the plan?
Then they would have snatched him from some future timeline.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, that's why it wasn't there.
Oh, wait.
Okay. Okay. The Doctor summarizes that the master plan: wake up the Anti-Monitor with Batman and the Joker, so creating a new reality bomb.
Isn't that Dark Side?
Okay, maybe. Well, hold on. Maybe we'll come. Maybe I'll come to that. Okay. And Davros says that it's too late for him to be stopped. And do you know why the Anti-Monitor's attacks never affected their universe? Okay, the first crisis happened during the first days of the Time War, and its results kept their world safe as the Anti-Monitor expanded. So,
okay, that's a good
Doctor
explanation.
Who's the original run. It ended somewhere in the 80s.
Yeah.
Not far from when Crisis on Infinite Earths happened.
That's clever. That's clever.
We're having combined into one Earth.
And then Barry Allen was haunted by his past, but when he became the Flash, he learned to leave it behind, found black. There was a confusion, and the other crisis happened during the Medusa cast. Okay, Infinite Crisis and Journey's End, they were not exactly at the same time.
No,
not release-wise. No, definitely not release-wise.
Yeah.
Okay, Crisis events changed time.
That's happened, so.
Yeah. Wait. The Crisis events changed the time flow in the parallel universes, but their universe was left intact. Anti-Monitor was left to different fates after it as the guardian of fear for the Sinestro Corps, the power source of the Black Lantern's power battery. Oh shit.
What?
Because I did Blackest Night later after this.
Wait. Well, Final Crisis. Final Crisis is important too. You need that story.
Okay, there was another.
To be fair, Tavia, Final Crisis really wasn't that important in the grand multiversal scheme of things.
Yeah, that's true. It meant nothing.
Okay, however, even after those events, there was Final Crisis. Well, but during Final Crisis, the Doctor was the one who shielded. Okay, not exactly shielded, but okay, this is actually a year or so going by because when the Doctor rebooted the universe in Series 5.
Right.
Oh yeah,
that was
with the crack.
Yeah, that was somewhat similar point as with Final Crisis, or close enough in this case.
All right.
Okay, another Dalek line here.
Okay, and the process was initiated before you. Oh no, the process was initiated before you came in. Batman and the Joker have already been mixed into the time vortex, and the Anti-Monitor is rising for us to harness his power.
Antimatter waves,
Joo, antimatter waves, whole new way to destroy worlds filled with non-Daleks. And the strategizing you get Antimatter's powers from.
Same way we are going to get rid of you. Exterminate!
And then Catwoman shoots at the eye stalk and don't even think about it.
My vision is impaired!
Yeah, scientist Dali moved to shoot Catwoman, but Batman had given the Kyrie stand in the explosive gel. She boom it up and does it for Batman's case. And the strategist Dalek still at vision, and the second tube for Riku's and Go Team, Clara says. And how do they keep themselves alive with that thing without the anti-monitor about to come out of the vortex? And okay, another Barry Allen came to help, turned him down, almost killed. Not the hero meant to be a broken man, blah, blah, blah. And now Batman's point of view, again, Batman is falling with his body upside down. Wherever he is, there are only two colors, red and blue, spinning around in the vortex. The Joker had been there too, but the laughter had grown weaker. And the Joker was basically killed by being put on a bus and not having some kind of letter to pull him out.
We need him anymore.
Yeah. We don't need him anymore,
Okay,
yeah.
but then Batman hears a woman's voice calling him as Bruce, doesn't know him again, and then moves back on his phone and sees someone else, and it's Rachel Dawes, Nolan vs. Batman still, and okay,
Rachel?
yes, but Bruce remembers the scene last time 8 years ago before Harvey's press conference when he was supposed to turn himself in. They had the last kiss before, but then
bang.
And this is actually something I flaw myself also, because it was the animated movie when on another Batman, red-eyed Batman shows up holding a smoking gun.
Oh,
wait, which one?
Yeah, based on the letter I spread out here, it's the Flashpoint Batman.
Right.
Oh, that guy.
Red-eyed Batman. I should have seen it coming.
Yeah. And this is before Tom King changes into it. And also, I should have noticed, I was one of those people who didn't pay attention to the Flashpoint Batman in the comic never used guns. Only the animated movie version did, and then it was added to the movies.
You're right!
Going forward from the button.
I did use guns.
No!
I didn't know that.
Neither did I.
He never did, no! He stabbed him with a sword! Even when he dealt with the Harley XP, he just tossed her off. He didn't shoot her.
No. In front of him, that's true. He still did in the movie. He still formed.
Yeah, in the movie, but not in the comics.
Like I said in my Flashpoint.
I think I remember the sword thing. I remember the sword thing.
Yeah, that's what he stabbed Reverse Flash with.
Yeah, Reverse Flash. Yeah. That one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to I like that version way more than stab sword.
Okay, three more episode chapters to go. Asuras, 2 Dark Knights.
I'll be honest, this is reminding me how I would sometimes do chapters that's just a bunch of blah, 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 blah.
Again, my fan is super short, so I think didn't make sense.
No. You know what I used to do to pad out my Digimon fanfics? I just filled it with the Digivolving.
Nice.
If I didn't do that, my fanfics would be short lengthwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then Azuras. Another Batman who had killed Rachel. Bruce looked at the murderer, some differences in the costumes. Okay, it's the Flashpoint Batman.
Why did I get reminded of Asura's Wrath?
Kind of. I don't remember. Actually, let's see if we can figure out why I chose this chapter title.
That's a big game of that game.
Okay, let's see. Okay, the other Batman, because whoever. Okay, the other Batman says tries to point that whoever you thought it was, it wasn't. It took the form of deceased loved one, or so that you wouldn't defend yourself from it. And then other
Batman boys were running like a booty.
Yeah.
Down a coffin. Good disguising from booty can look under Batman as himself or someone else.
Yeah. Okay. So what Batman had thought to be Rachel had been shot, while the other Batman turned into a transparent form that could close the hole in his head, rose up to the air like an angry wraith and screamed at the boat. Okay, The other older Batman goes, "Shut up!" and throws an incendiary grenade and throws it.
Right.
Okay, so that good. Okay, and this is something this goes wrong because I back when I wrote this, I did some fan castings for some characters I did, and this Flashpoint Batman was in my version played by Linus Rowe, the same guy who okay, Robert went off. The same guy who played Thomas Wayne in Batman Begins, and being expert in Vikings.
Sure, why not? That makes sense.
So
Okay.
but so if this is supposed to be the same Thomas Wayne or a version of the same Thomas Wayne, then they went to a movie, not into Oprah.
So basically, this Flashpoint Batman is like Nolan versus Flashpoints. Something, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the
they
Flash
say
was
he
perfect
questioned about
Flashpoint.
the circumstances of the night when Joy Shield killed. Then he asks 1 or 2 victims. He has just what? What do you mean 1 or 2 victims? And the Batman goes 2 victims, husband and wife were murdered, and the son was left alive. But still, there's the implication that this Flashpoint Batman still had an encounter with the Flash.
Yeah, really.
Court said that Batman would be like, who? And like, who?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah. That you did it, Alan. You saved them. Who and what was that? Okay. Asura, it's insatiable spiritual parasite, and these were the villain's journey in the New 52 Justice League. These were the things that they found at the climax of that
You mean
story.
the second season?
Second story. Second
I
second
didn't read
storyline.
all beyond it.
Remind me, would they ever do anything with that villain again?
No, they didn't.
No.
They didn't screw his
No,
villain.
it was some idea that probably was forgotten.
He probably
He became a
probably
pattern
did.
screamer.
I know Pirates was used
Yeah.
the one movie.
Okay. Okay, he explains what they are. Batman asks, how do I know you are not one of them? And if I were one, we wouldn't be talking, and you wouldn't be interested.
You'd be
And
dead.
then they are not interested in dead people. And Batman says, dead people? Yes, they only feed on the living, which is good news for you. The other Batman says with a dark smile, means you are still alive and can get out of here.
Wait, Pepper Batman's dead? When he died?
Well, dead or out of it or something. I don't remember much. I'm just. It's been over 10 years since I did this.
Go ahead, Dave. Give him a little bit of a break.
So I know. I'm just gonna bring it.
Okay. The doctor goes to see what. Okay, back to wherever the Daleks were. They had the Sonic's room and the vortex where Antimatter was reaching out. The only thing that had left hand out and other shoulder was still going on. The doctor is gonna do something. Usually the doctor. Okay. Usually I can usually understand how Dalek technology functions, but this is Dalek and Quarian technology put together, and I have never seen Quarian technology before. Bring Davros here. Okay. How can we stop the process? Okay, Davros says, Robert,
you can't, as long as the antimatter is climbing out of the vortex. The process will go on. Not that would matter anyway. Only you will be here to see it. What? Even though these Daleks are not in the pass web and the destruction could be gone unnoticed, your locking the doors have triggered a silent alarm, signaling drone Daleks that come here. They don't care for your companions, so they will be killed first. But you will be kept alive long enough for us to.
Okay, and Dalek Khan comes now to.
Well, he hasn't spoken a word during our. They are coming for the realm of speed and force. The father and son who watched each other die, shining light and burning smoke.
Yeah, Catwoman goes, what is mean? Okay, mean the doctor doesn't know what's going on, and okay, Daleks.
These are regular Daleks, right?
Yeah.
You will let us in, Doctor. Obey.
Yeah, Clara is coming, but the doctor gets an idea. If he this is some just jelly bean neutron flow nonsense. Stick a microphone here, install loudspeakers there. Can build a lighthouse to call Batman out of the vortex. what
What?
I thought. So this was some bullshit I just threw together.
Yeah, I got greasy, man. That's
It's
some bullshit.
wibbly. It's your own multi-phasal whatever.
Yeah, Doctor Who has done this before.
Sure, Doctor
Yeah,
Who.
White
all the
House.
time.
Okay. And Sora standing not making any sense, and Doctor says, "I'm making perfect sense. You're just not listening."
that is so the Doctor. Oh, I'm making perfect.
Okay, then Doctor goes, "Batman, can you hear us, Bruce? It's the Doctor." And you can the goes out, climb out, come out, Batman, Bruce, get out of there. Get out, okay, and Catwoman comes, get out here,
you big sucker.
Yeah. Okay,
Selena. Of course it's Selena that gets to him.
Yeah. Even if their relationship is somewhat undercooked.
Oh, so the Azuras, those were the ones, that powered Graves.
Yeah. Okay, there was something of that. Okay, Batman remembers Anti-Monitor. As long as Batman is down there, the Anti-Monitor is climbing out, then the other Batman is climb out of here. How? The same way you stopped falling. The Asuras were trying to keep you alive by reminding you of someone who you're holding on to. If you have something or someone to live for, and then Rachel is dead, Joker murdered her 8 years ago, then have you at least a very... Okay, something I would have written differently. Have you, 8 years ago, have you not found someone else?
To give a reason to live.
Yeah. Okay, then Catwoman... Okay, Selena comes there, and... Oh, Selena, Okay, and the other Batman remembers the Flashpoint Selena, who was a paraplegic Oracle. His Oracle in the Flashpoint. Until talking changed her into someone, into no different from the regular version.
Wait. In Flashpoint Beyond, didn't she die?
She wasn't actually in Flashpoint Beyond.
Yeah.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah.
And to be fair, though, one could... never mind.
Okay, so now, the other Batman goes to you have her in your world, go to her, and then just go up and think about positively and willing to move on, going up. Okay, the Asuras are coming. The Flashpoint Batman covers him, and going up, going up there, but actually then one Asura I think catches up to him, and actually. They are called Asuras in the DC film, but now it's remembered. There was their Doctor Who universe had their own equivalent to them.
The geese.
The Gelth.
The Gelth.
That's from the Charles Dickens episode with the Ninth Doctor.
Yep. I remember them.
Yeah, apparently, Justice League fought against the New Destroyer villain Journey.
But the Doctor Who had them.
Yeah.
Okay, Robert. Okay, 2 more to go.
2 more to go. All done. 250 more minutes. Damn, time flies.
Yeah, this was... I thought we were going to do this a little faster. Okay, 2 Dark Knights. The Flashpoint Batman comes along with them.
That makes sense.
Okay, at least for momentarily. Well, that wasn't expected. The Doctor said, holding as he was held up by a Gelth possessed Batman.
Hold on, I'll be back in a second.
Okay. The Gelth possessed Batman is out, and he's holding Doctor in. Okay, that was unexpected. The Daleks were surprised, but never expected to see the Gelth again.
Right.
Yeah, Catwoman asked what are Gelth and gas zombies when he last saw them and met Charles Dickens.
How many more chapters do we have left?
Just 2. This and the epilogue.
All right.
Yo,
I'm just curious.
Okay, Doctor scans Batman with the Sonic Screwdriver to be thrown away. Evolved from a Gelth, they just need one host to start attacking, and Daleks come in, exterminate.
Impossible!
Okay. Gelth come, but Batman does something. But Batman raises his arms to open the vortex, and spirits of the Gelth come out. The Doctor raises his hands to get... Okay, yeah. Daleks are stopped dead as they are... Okay, Gelth... The Gelth has evolved... The Gelth has evolved to the point where they can take different forms, showed their Daleks are from the original Guardian forms, and used them to dig into their fears of what they had become. Something that has not happened to true Daleks, might not have happened with true Daleks. So the
What?
I'm back.
So this thing that the Gelf-possessed Batman is able to do to these Daleks would not happen with regular Daleks, but it happens with these Guardian Daleks.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Okay. And also they get to see some other things like Clara sees her mother, who was somewhat and Kairi stand-in sees her grandmother stand-in, and Sora stand-in probably sees Riku. The doctor sees Susan. And
that's the doctor's granddaughter.
Yeah, but I said, no, you're not. No, not Susan.
No, they have never confirmed that.
And then the Flashpoint Batman comes out.
Bang!
And says that it's just good to see there was someone else who could refuse to believe in the Asuras.
Right.
And then he looks at Selina and thinks that, hey, you look better than when I last saw you, because because at this point Tom King had not restored the Flashpoint Selina into what it was. So this Flashpoint Batman remembers the paraplegic.
Right. No, you already mentioned that. You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah. So she goes, who are you? And he says that I am exactly who you think I am. Again, guns, but
we get it.
Yeah. Okay. The doctor then notices that they need to exercise patient zero in Batman, and then others. And Batman has white noise cannons. They have the gun sword that Sora stand-in has, and too much force wouldn't just kill him, would destroy the body. And what did they do? And they're standing and thinking what the hell they're doing. And this is another thing I took from the animated movie is the Flashpoint Batman is an alcoholic and he's taking a flask from the flask, and then they get the idea to they take the alcohol in the flask, they pour it onto the possessed Batman and set him on fire. While Catwoman distracts him. Basically to make him vulnerable enough for the Gelf to possessing him to get out. And then they saw it out.
Wow.
That's a really bad idea.
That's what, yeah. I don't know why I wrote it like this.
Listen, I just... What?
Well, they've actually...
I mean, I'm not against it, but all right.
It's so funny.
By the way, you know what it's really funny? You know what would be an interesting Batman Doctor Who crossover is? Have Batman meet the Celestial Toy Maker who is posing as Alfred.
Because Michael Goth played him.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why. Imagine that.
Wait,
yeah.
who played him?
Michael Goth,
the
Tim Burton Alfred.
What? Cool.
Yeah. Same actor, and the same one who was in the 60th anniversary, played by Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, but just imagine him taking the form of Alfred to try and mess with Batman, and then the Doctor has to show up and help him.
Yeah, they do the whole thing, and they take the other stuff, and they take the fire out, and do something, and let's go with the bat suit probably gets damaged enough that it protects him, but the bat suit gets damaged enough that it protects him, but he survives, but at the price of the bat suit. Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe.
And then they just do some whatever they can to heal him, and then they get to talk with the Flashpoint Batman but the vortex hasn't closed because the Flashpoint Batman is still there, so he has to go there too. So he gets he basically does the same letter that the Flashpoint happened. The Flash delivered to Batman in the story too. He writes the letter, and then he and then he leaves. He writes the letter, and then he jumps back to the vortex, and then there's the whole "Why do we fall, Bruce?" And then he looks at Catwoman and just said, "Look after my son."
Aw, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Then they just watch. Oh yeah, Robert, we just went over the
Sorry, which
Flashpoint.
line?
Batman brought,
Which line?
not a line. Just they get they did the whole thing, and okay, those nano genes. They used those to use most of the damage done, but the Batsuit is mostly destroyed. Flashpoint Batman writes another letter. Yeah, okay, go to Bruce, who is unconscious from the pain, and says, "Why do we fall, Bruce?" And then looks at
So we
Selina
can pick ourselves up.
and just says, "Look after my son." And then time skip, some little time skip. Bruce wakes in the TARDIS, wearing what's left of his armor, laying on the. Okay, they probably had some kind of elevated chairs to be toward the couch beds in the console room.
Okay, so
And Selina is by his side as what's happened, and he just remembers Daleks, Davros, Vortex, something, and some other person. And the doctor just explains that they tell him what happened and how they got on, and then they in this version they threw Davros and Dalek Khan back to Skaro when they left.
wait, where was the Antimon? Did anybody get the feed? We don't
The
answer.
Antimon was pulled. The Gale possessed Batman pretty much jumped out and pulled him out of the way. It wasn't
Alright.
exact.
No. In other words, they prevented him from escaping. In other words.
What did lady?
Yeah, and now they when they left the antimatter universe, they pretty much dropped Davros and Dalek Khan to Skaro, and the Daleks can judge them their creator as they please. And they basically then went to the Disney Castle stand in a planet Dizone, basically a Disney town merged together as one word.
Okay.
Sora and Kairi stanzas are giving their deceased back to their loved ones, paying their respects, and as soon as they get back, they go back to the hereafter planet where they are from.
And the character was then in, what was them?
They are going back to the hereafter planet.
Ow. Okay.
And the other Batman, one from the Vortex, Clara gives the letter he wrote. Bruce looks at it and just goes, "My father's handwriting."
Yeah, from the movie.
Yeah. Okay, final one, and after this we can think about think of a date when going over the next stories if we go over them. Okay, here's the letter, the whole somewhat taken from the. It's the same letter as from Flashpoint comic.
Yeah, same even the comic and from the movie.
Yeah, love always your father, and mentions Barry Allen. Who the hell is Barry Allen?
Who the hell is Barry Allen? Yeah, he wouldn't the idea.
Yeah, okay, but then we get to Kairi and Sora Stannis. They leave Goofy and Goofy remains there. Donald remains.
Oh man, rest in peace, Goofy.
Yeah, their remains and so on, and then they leave. And then they come back, they see Batman is awake, they're okay, and then they go to hereafter and they go to the letter and they're questioning that, and then here Batman himself says, "And I don't know who Barry Allen is."
By the way, I just posted a birthday community post for you, by the way, man.
Yeah, thanks. I'll check it out after this. Okay, then the doctor goes to doctor says that he is a forensic scientist in a central city, a police department in a parallel world, who also works as a vigilante called Flash. And before we left Quad, took the liberty to upload the Weaponer's archives and the knowledge Davros pulled from Dalek Khan to the TARDIS mainframe. And then he pretty much goes over the how Barry Allen became the Flash in his own universe.
Well, retcon history. We can remember.
Yeah, retcon history. Okay. It doesn't mention. Okay, yeah. It mentions his mother and father's face there too.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a red flash.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Turn. Okay.
Yep,
they see some images of them and his world's Batman. They see. This is basically the end of the Justice League origin story when they were at the when the Justice League was introduced at the White House. They see some
Okay, can't be honest, Pika. How many times going over this are you already picturing ways of like how you would completely overhaul this? Because I know if I was in your shoes, I'd be doing the
Yes,
same
I
thing,
have
like,
so many different lines of dialogue. I would change
I
how
would overhaul
something
the
would be
whole
done.
idea
Okay,
if I was to do
okay,
that.
different route, but same result. Something like that, I would probably do.
Yeah, I would change a lot of the story. No, but it's
There's good ideas. There's good ideas. Yes.
Yeah, I like it, but
Okay,
execution it.
and then something else about going there.
They
Telling they tell the Nolan vs. Batman about what the Flashpoint Batman story was, and yeah, how Reverse Flash and Barry died, and so on and so on. Yeah, this is the movie version, not the comic version.
In that movie, like
I think that ended up working out for the best in the movie version because of the Suicide Squad Hell to Pay movie.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Because then eventually you have the
good time shot enough.
Yeah. Okay, and then they land into the hereafter from this book, which is a human colony set on this planet far from Batman from the future. Result of centuries of terraforming, has an artificial sun, upgraded weather engines, all from this thing, and hopefully have been upgraded since the Ice Warrior incident in this book.
Oh, I wonder about that.
Yeah. Okay. Doctor tells how he was here, and then Doctor gets the idea that in a millions of generations since they could about the Kyrie and Sora standing could be Bruce's great children or something, and Selina goes to another one of these glitches that your father asked me to look after you. This should be said here. The word father has been erased here for some reason. No idea what the hell it is. Okay, Bruce looks back at Selina with a blank face, scared of them, and then Batman and Bruce and Selina embrace. Doctor's mask and that they were going back. They were going back to 21st century, and Clara was about to because they landed in the Kingdom Hearts, one of the Destiny Island kind of place where they were happening in there. Well, that kind of place, because in here it was a winter wonderland, but I thought in this version it's a tropical paradise like in Kingdom Hearts 1.
That makes sense.
With the Destiny Islands. So they decided to now they acknowledge the whole thing about the Bat the Bat had the autopilot installed into the software before Bane just put on Gotham. So they decided to go with going back in time and leaving themselves clues. And Bruce asks Doctor if they can do this one thing. Okay, now this part I'm gonna read out loud. It was a sunny day in Florence, especially in the small bistro which was annually visited by Alfred Pennyworth. A decade ago, it had been a frequent base for the elderly butler who had not been there for a long time, but now Alfred had come here after a full man's dream, hoping to see his former master sitting there while waiting for his drink. Alfred didn't expect it to happen, so he didn't even bother to look across the table with his stupid fantasy. However, when his drink came and he was about to drink it, Alfred raised his hand and saw the impossible. So basically, the Doctor brought Bruce and Selina to Florence so Alfred could see them.
Yep. That makes sense.
And they do the nodding thing. Alfred leaves, and then Doctor and Clara come to do the whole. Doctor has upgraded the bats. Okay, Robert. Now here's the scene that is at the end of Dark Knight Rises with Alfred being at the distro, and the Doctor basically brought Bruce and Selina there so Alfred could see them.
Right.
And after Alfred leaves, Doctor comes back and says, "Okay, the bat software has been fixed, and so that it would only show."
So it's an intersection, so they can go on another adventure.
Yeah. It's intersection. They go back and do this one thing, and then repair and Doctor also and they also went to fix the bat signal for Gordon to find it fixed or intact. So after it was destroyed at the end of Dark Knight, and Doctor also gives him a credit card where all the money that Bane stole from him is basically given back. So that or given back in the currency of hereafter, because so that when they actually go back to living on hereafter with the Sora and Kairi stand-ins, that's when so that they can have money to live there.
Oh, so okay. From the looks of the thing down below, this was before Day of the Doctor premiere, so you just knew of the War Doctor. You just didn't know what he was.
Yeah.
That's why the only appearance he was just looped saying no more.
No more.
That's the hologram. And now they have gone there, and now they have left together. We have one final scene with the Doctor and Clara. Nice what you did. Clara said after leaving them hereafter, and Doctor says those two deserved every bit of it after everything they have gone through. Yeah, you're a real love doctor, Clara said, cleaning herself from selling us drinks, and this wasn't what I meant when she wanted to drink. And she's going to the shower, and the Doctor said something that they're going to Vegas, and okay, they never went to Vegas when in the Ice Warrior episode they were going to Vegas, but that's something I wrote there. But then the Doctor sees something that causes him to remember something that he had not done when he had first really met Batman after the Time War. That's how the story starts. The story ends. And that ending with the Doctor remembering how he met Batman for the first time, that leads to this story that we are not going to go over now. The Ninth Doctor story set during Batman Begins.
Okay, we go over that next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reality, holy shit, that voice.
But yeah, seriously though, happy birthday, dude. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
I wish they don't want to put you through this year, but I just got a lot of time.
Yeah. Maybe on some different festive, not in a festivity way, but sometime when we can get some other day to go over this, I'll always do some. We can go over this and some other stream in the future.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
after the year coming out.
Otherwise, how did you think about the whole story?
I thought it, for what I was able to peek up on, it's fan fiction. That's what I get. It is so fan fiction of trying to connect dots or do stuff, but it's one of the better ones. I will give you props. It's the type of stuff that I would have done of connecting dots that you noticed, or similarities, but then others wouldn't. But then you have the edgy boy moment where you're like, wait, what? You go goofy?
Yeah, it was.
I was fine with that.
Write the character out of the story in some contributed put on a busway.
I would have done the same thing in the moment, and I would look back like I could have come up with a better way to do it. I could have.
Daleks could have done it as a better.
Yeah, because Joker just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense in context.
Especially when he reveals it's not really the Joker.
Yeah, it's a fake.
Yeah, okay, that's a fake, but the real one is something out there, and then.
Probably, I'm sure it's 2013.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, this is the prequel that happened during the Batman Begins. But then there's this hereafter story, which is then happens also in some kind of a time of the way. This story has the 12th Doctor, Clara, and 3 Batmen as main characters: Adam West's Batman, Nolan vs. Batman, and Ben Affleck's Batman. Or Ben Affleck's Batman as I imagine he would be while using the new 52.
You weren't even close. You weren't even close.
So far.
Yeah. So this Batfleck was before BVS came out. Is that it?
Yeah, it was before BVS came out, but Ben Affleck had been cast.
Just cast, okay.
Yep. I will always defend him a great Batman. I will always defend that character. I'm still
okay. Hey, though, again, dude, I gotta get going. No, happy birthday, and this time I definitely do. Happy birthday, man! This was really fun, really great. Can't wait for the next one.
Yep.
Okay, let's see when we get to the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bye.
I'd see you, Robert.
See ya.
Okay. You're gonna leave, or
I'm leaving. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So if you're exiting, if you're signing off, I was gonna wait for that.
Oh yeah, okay, and Okay,
Yeah, I mean, if you want.
let's go with also what's happening in the future. Robert and I, we have Robert went now. Also, reminder: tomorrow we have on Robert's channel. There's his Prodigious Notes video with me where we go over Batman Year 2.
Yep.
And whatever and I'll maybe I don't know what. I'm gonna probably celebrate my birthday over the weekend with my family, so I don't know what I'll get to do then. But I have also started to edit the Dark Knight Returns Part 1 video. I'll just say that.
I still have to read that one.
The story's good. It's a good story. But
yeah,
the
it's
movie
interesting.
I have it with me, but I still haven't started reading it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you get to it then.
But
otherwise, okay, we're still live, so people who watch it in the future and manage to get this far, feel free to comment if you have anything to comment about what the stories we have gone through now and what we probably go through in the future. And check out my channel, check out Tevia's and Robert's channels. They are on the channel with I have listed as what friends I have. And subscribe and ding the bell to learn when the scene stuff happens. And otherwise, may your heart be your guiding key.
Bye.
Bye.